goodness, boy. I see the COVID group or recovering COVID. I said, what's True Yahuah? He usually don't be down. I think I caught nothing from Mike. You got True Yahuah sick? Yeah. What he doing? He coughing? Quiet? Huh? He got COVID. Oh, that's the first time he ever caught it. Everybody looking at him saying, man, Mike can't even catch it. Mike done had, listen. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Mike can't catch it. Y'all take Mike down. Them folks will never, every time they get Mike, it be inconclusive. But he'll be down about 3 months anyway, 3 yards. No, definitely hope he feel, well, not hope, but he feel better. One thing about, though, True Yahuah eat pretty well, though. So one thing about him, he's a real solid eater, so you can be quick recovering. But some people, what happened, a lot of us, we had it, you eat terrible like that, you don't take care of yourself, you get it, it just really cripple you on. It'll beat you bad. It's a quick. I had it twice, 8 days the first time, 5 days the second time. So I think a lot of it's your diet too and how you do it, because immune system. And I just been with y'all, we in that world now. Everybody, I mean, there was a time before you said everybody tore down a wall. I mean, it's still people all masked and glassed up and everything. It was like, so when you take it out to eat, what you think it say? Hey man, you eating, I come back. You'll see people in restaurants, as soon as they get through, they'll put it back up. I said, so what do they think COVID do? COVID say you eating, I don't want to disturb you. Or when you get home, people say, yeah, I keep mine on until I get home. So let me get this straight. It's never in your house. It's only outside. It don't make sense for nobody to leave. So some of the logic I get, because your house has to get air, otherwise you'll get mold in it. I just be trying to get over people's signs. I'm gonna go to a COVID clinic and sit down unmad, but I'm not finna live my life like that. It's out here. A lot of time what people don't realize, your immune system needs to kind of contract. People don't realize, you contract this stuff every day. Let me say that when I say contract, I apologize. Let me reword that. You're coming into contact with infectious diseases every day. Viruses are out here. They're in the air. So your body takes some of it and it has to build immune. That's how your body builds immune to it. Like when you get sick, your body has to take it, deal with it, your body builds immune. So you know what, we'll fight it next time. We know how to fight it. But when it's new, like a lot of people keep the mask, so now as soon as they interject themselves back in, first thing happens, it takes them down. Because they've been out of the system where you've been used to migraine. So you'd be surprised how many people y'all done ran into with viruses. It's viruses out here, all your body is constantly battling viruses. That's why you want to keep your immune. People talk, COVID. COVID is not the only virus in the air. Some of the stuff people say is like, people just dumb. I ain't never seen so many dumb people at a period of time. Is COVID the only virus in the air? Do me a favor, Dwight, one of y'all, look at how many viruses in there. I want to just see the number count. How many viruses I have? So people just get in their mind. You're just trying to build your system against COVID. Your system fighting, that's why a lot of times you get a breakdown, because it's fighting so much. People don't realize your government put a lot of this stuff out here. All these governments, I won't put on just the U.S., all these governments put stuff out to take you down. These kids, the whole nine. It's a constant attack. They people. I see now they sent me a paper from the IRS about affordable health insurance. I want no insurance for no IRS. I already hate to pay you that tax check I had to write you. Damn, I was mad till I wrote that check, boy. I started to piss on it, dry it out and give it to him. I was so pissed, man. I was like, man, I got to give y'all some more damn money. You're ripping me off every month. Then I got to cut you a check. Well, that's what happened. But anyway, at the end of the day, it's unfortunate. The citizens, all these countries, people need to talk. I'll keep saying it. That's all we need to do. We need to talk. We need to talk to the skinhead, the Ku Klux Klan, the Hells Angels, the Mongoloid, MS-13, El Salvador 18th Street, everybody tell everybody, stop the violence. Stop the violence. It need to stop. Everybody needs to stop hating each other, killing each other. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's tiring. How you just see people just jump and just start fighting? They ain't even fighting, killing each other. Why? How did we get to the point in life that everybody just hate everybody so bad everybody just got to kill each other? Just a terrible place, terrible place. We're in a terrible place. People just need to learn how. Yasharal, when we came out of Mizraim, we had to do a lot of fighting and killing. But you know what? Once we got ourselves situated, we realized, live and let live. As long as you don't cross over here and mess with us, we live. We didn't go out just killing people when we got set in our land. We had to cross through places we had to go to. He ordered, and people that tried to prevent us, so we fought them and we had to kill them. We're not innocent. Our hands are not without, blood on them. But at the end of the day, we didn't just go out just killing people. We didn't. We live and let live. If people migrate to stay right there with them, people say what they want to. I don't live away in no ceiling. Hell, you might well leave this planet. We live with other people around us. The Canaanites. We had people right along. He said, I put them here so let them be a thorn in your side. As soon as you cut the food, put them. So we ain't got to leave that place to try to establish ourselves. We can stay right here. We just want to make sure everybody understands. Listen, we'll make an agreement. We'll make a league with anybody. You don't mess with us, we don't mess with you. When we cross that path now, make no mistake, we won't stop and we'll be relentless. Y'all hear me? It'll be for the defense of our life. I'm just being clear. Everybody need to put it on paper. I think anybody, if I go mess with somebody, that should be the same right. If it's not a danger, a detriment to our life and our kids, our safety and our welfare and our future, live and let live. That even the homeless said, live on the other side. Now, we can't do it over here. I don't want to open my door, doo-doo. I just don't want to smell it. No, that's you now. That's you. Listen, if that's what you want to put on your hot dog, you know what I'm saying? I just rather you move your stand down the street. Isn't that right? Take your stand down the street. Just don't keep it over there with us. Y'all all right? I don't know. They don't like that kind of talk. Again, I guess I got to put my disclaimer. I'm for the liberation. I'm for the equality and for the establishment of my people religiously and for those that's of my flesh. I want to make sure that's known every time, make no mistake. All right? I'm not a hater of people. I'm a hater of ignorance. Isn't that right? And we'll stand to defend that right. Listen, y'all might well get in y'all mind now. These people not going to let her just go now. They're not going to let her go. That's why I ain't asking. Now, he told Mushar to go and tell him to let him go. He ain't told me that, so I ain't asking. Yeah. I'm just bitter. Don't make no sense. Because first thing he made sense, I said, did I tell you to ask him? That's where you effed up at, Smith. I don't know he used them words, but I'm just thinking on my behalf now. Isn't that right? You made a grave mistake. Yeah, I don't want to make no mistakes. So I'm not with asking. I'm telling you, listen, I can see it. 1 million men. Man, y'all them boys will break down crying. We come 1 million black men, stand out down. And them folk had to go in there and tell them, say, open that door. They said, where I'm going? They see your dad outside. They open that door, boy, they see 1 million men outside. That break them down. Isn't that right? Tell them, listen, I already done did the math and the number. Every quote-unquote so-called Negro man in America, because we need to fix that. Africa, we'll get with y'all. We got to fix that problem. Let's fix this first. We get with y'all to a Keebalon. I won't disrespect. But I'm talking about right here, this is what we need to do. $1 a month. That's 12,000. That's 12, what's that? $12 million? Yeah. So everybody give $12 a piece. If a nigga can't afford $12, we're going to shoot him. Yeah. Well, ain't no use of keeping you. You useless. Man, ain't got $12. When you going to have it? I mean, it's tight. Do we really need them? You don't know when you're going to have $12. A man. We got to go ahead and kill you. We don't need you. You're going to be on whoever hurt us down the hill. Then we got to go and pull our brothers out of it. We got to pull them out the ditch. Then we got to start, listen, we got major problems. They get the kids back. Then, because they in grave detriment. Then we got to reclaim the woman. Yeah. The woman said we got out there, we done went and got the kids back. Now it's time to fix the situation with you now. That's right. Isn't that right? When you put that thing back, now, all of them ain't going to go along with it. But it's a lot of women going to sit around and say, I can ride with that. Right. That makes sense. I can follow that. Right. Ain't that right? We can establish, we can put this thing back together. Then we start to hold our men accountable. Every man got to be accountable. Right. And we'll put something on you, like a tattoo or something. We'll staple you. We'll see you. When I see you, I know you got what I'm on. You know you're accountable, right? Right. You know I got to hold you. See you out here with your ass out and doing something stupid, beating up on a woman. We're going to get you. We're holding you accountable. Yes, sir. Everybody. That's right. I'm telling you, you're not doing productive. We're holding you accountable. Yes, sir. That's how we got to do it. Everybody got to be accountable. So we got to start this. Listen, you figure 1 million guys, $12 a piece, that's $12 million. We can build a facility where we can educate these boys. We can teach them how to be men and teach them trades. You know what I'm saying? We don't want people working with the people that care about them. I don't give a damn how qualified you in teaching something. I really don't need you if you don't care about them. Because you know with being a teacher involved more than just, this is like me. I just can't come in here and teach and just leave. These preachers can do that. That's where they at. You got people you got to get involved with. My students, some of these people got financial issues, health issues, emotional issues, and guess what? Kids do too. You think that shit, walk here at 7:30 and leave out straight out at 2:45 and that's over with, you got a problem. It's going to be things to get involved with after it's over with. So in their situation, they're looking at, they got their families too, and I got mine. But really to get involved to fix our kids, you're going to have to get involved with them. We got to make sure you got money. We got to make sure every kid eat. We ain't worried about no money in their pocket. Every kid eat. Damn a lunch card, damn reduced, damn every kid eat. That way we ain't gonna have, you know what, man, you sit there, you eating, you ain't got no food, them kids look at you. Man, they finna wear your ass out. You know, y'all know how we were. What they gonna do? Oh, man, everybody gonna feel sorry, cut they, no. They finna wear you out. You sit with a peanut butter sandwich. And everybody got a meal. You poor. Them kids come and shoot. Yeah, come on, how we were? What are we doing? Tomorrow I'm gonna bring some clothes from my house. No, nobody, kids didn't do that. We weren't taught to do. We weren't taught to share like that. We'll teach them how to share. We'll set them down, let one kid have nothing, and then let them have something, just see what they do. We're gonna train them. One of them start jumping, we'll slap hell out of them. So then, right, we're gonna teach them. I'm gonna teach them. You're gonna break yours down. You're gonna learn how to share. We're gonna teach them how to we gotta teach them Christ. Is it impossible for you to run into another man and they have nothing? Then we got to teach them how to share. We got to teach them. There's always the probability that outside of the arena, we'll train them that they can run into a situation where another man don't have nothing to eat. This ain't the time to join. This is the time to kind of come and feed him. Split what you have. And now we're going to teach it to every man. See, the only way we're going to culturally fit in with everybody else, we got to first fix our own problem. That's the problem with America. They going around the country trying to settle other people's dispute. You ain't fix nothing here. That's why it don't work. It's impossible for me to go somewhere. What I look like the white race, just say, hyper come in and say, we want you to talk to us and tell us how to work together. And let me get through and say, we just want to see you's a damn fool or something. What's wrong with you? Look at your people. Fix the problem situation we have with our kids. Fix the problem we have with one another. Then we can integrate with other races. You try to do it before that, you ain't gonna have nothing but a problem. Because you don't have no footing for what you're doing. You know the people, you don't have a culture. What is your culture? What's your religion? That's what I'm saying. You don't even have a religion. Any religion, pretty much they're going to call, it's going to be who? It's going to be orchestrated by white people. So that's not your religion. You don't have a name. What's your name? Do anybody know your original name? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't get it. So I'm going to get it. When I migrate with people who know where they derive from, they know the start of themselves. They know where they originated from. They know what they conquered and what they took. They know the people they took. They know different places from where they started and where they stood and where they said this is our final destination. Here we'll establish ourselves. Where yours at? So I don't get trying to integrate with nobody else till we fix our own problem. I think we all need to meet every race and we need to have a consensus on we need to just end the fight with each other. You fix your problem, let me fix mine. Yeah. And I'm just being honest, we need to make that new. Nobody touch nobody. So listen, if one of mine cross the line, they touch it, you can have them. Because right now we need to fix. I'm just being honest, it's some people going to let go. If you're not winning the word and you cross your ass over, you want to take your warm white people, you out there on your own. That's right. Isn't that right? You're a lone gunman. Y'all can have him. We need people that for the establishment and for equality and for the freedom and for the liberation of our people. And that's going to be fixing our progress. Some of our boundaries that hold us is our own people. Shit, we prisoners of our own neighborhood. Go move in the project. In the project years ago, it used to be the project looked out for the project. You done now. We prisoners of our own kids. We can talk about the white agenda, what the whites are doing. Hell, we're a detriment to ourselves. These drug dealers ain't selling this shit to no kids, no white kids in Buckhead. They selling this shit to us. They robbing us. They shooting our car. They carjacking us. They ain't carjacking them. They ain't have a red carjacking. They carjacking our ass. So we can't mix with nobody right now that we fix our problem. Y'all don't like that? We got to be realistic. We got to learn how to teach people respect other people. You're going to take them, let them see people. They say that person look funny with you? Yeah, leave them the hell alone. It's a brave probably look at me and bust out laughing. He look funny. As long as he ain't bothered, that's opinion. That's because we hadn't learned. I'm telling you, like with the South, typically all we used to see down here when I was growing up was black and white. I remember when Mexican came. Man, you seen a Mexican, it was far. You seen a Mexican, it'd be so long before you see another, it'd be ridiculous. I'm going to tell you, when you grew up, you remember seeing a whole bunch of Mexicans? I looked up one day and Mexicans everywhere. But so the fight became hating Mexicans or disliking them. I'm not saying me personally, but with people because it's something you're not used to. It was something outside of a norm. Then the other part was everything we heard about them came from white people. I never got no information about Mexican from quote unquote black people had interactions with them. I heard it from white people. They were wetbacks. They're illegals. They stole their way in the country. They're going to take all the jobs. So, hell, I was a parakeet. What I did was repeated what I heard. Then that got to some other people who had never had interaction with Mexicans, and here we are today when people start hating each other and saying shit against one another, and here we are. They put a divide. What makes it so bad? White people love Mexicans now. They first introduced us, but see, this is what they got us at because we weren't intelligent. They had to make sure we hate them first. I remember they used to say all that time, these folks need to get out of here, hear them talking. They just throw shit out somewhere. You be listening, you like, and your ass starts saying, yeah, these people need to go back where they come from. Look at white folks and say, do I sound like American white? And then they did that shit. Then I remember then one time, a year back, I said that. That back probably like the 90s, something I might have said. I heard a white person say, yeah, said that they the only ones that work though. I said, oh, yeah, I got to change up now. Hear somebody say, at least they'll work. So they got us, and then they messed us around and made us first hate them. So they brought them in. They made sure none of us hooked up and got together. Now, think about it. Why these black and brown, quote unquote, black and brown people didn't get together? They kept a divide purposely. Look at them. You go into Texas with the blacks and the Mexicans. Anywhere you go, California, who? The blacks and the Mexicans. The white people the one put the hate out. They the one. We ain't the one at the border stopping them. Tell me one of these Mexican gang killing white folks. What is that? MS-13 them down here. El Salvador and all these groups down here. Why they ain't in Alpharetta and Buckhead killing white folks?
That's right.
They crazy as hell. They don't care who they kill because they not crazy as hell. They put them in areas with us, so now you got both these immigrants sitting here fighting each other, clashing. Right. Then they come do the cleanup, and then they got the news story saying, blacks and Mexicans fighting again, killing them, burning up a town in their hood. Then they come and get all this. Now what happened? The property value dropped. People refuse to bring businesses in, infrastructure. Then you get their ass out and you buy the houses for pennies on the dollars. See what I'm saying? Now you bought them at a high price, so the bank already got their money. You bought them at market value. So now you bring in the crime, and you bring in the immigrants, and you bring in the project people, and the crime come in. So guess what now? They said the property value dropped. The same person that said the property value was high, and the same one said it dropped. So now you got to get rid of your house below market value, because after all, you got to get you and your kids out of here. Your safety is more important than this money. Now your ass go, they put one white person in here, they put some flowers in the front, they put 3 tulips on both sides of the walkway. Cut the grass, pick up the tire your ass left here and roll it around here and paint the door some odd ass color. $450,000. All of a sudden now white folk running there, then nigga running here around, white folk, 2 more white folk come here, $1.6 million. No yard, all this shit here, front door, house dilapidated, everything here mold infected. You buy that one, that's $600,000 like that, then you gotta fix it. I'm finna get you, Bishop. So you got that going, and you see that, and after a while, now we all running him. We run our ad back in here. Oh, the community changed, the school finna. Oh, we get soon we get out and pay that $1.3 million. Shit, it come and collapse. Then I got your ass twice. I got you the first time you bought it, cause your ass ran in here on that market value. Then I crashed it on your ass, and you sold below value. Now your ass run back in here, and you pay more for it. White man just simply say, dumb ass follow everything I tell him. White folk do it to them every time, because we ain't got no brains. We don't never think. Everything you running here, now you holler about keep it up. You could have done this shit the first time. We stayed in Kirkwood. That's the second place I remember staying at when I was born. After Martin Luther King, I remember seeing him one when he was going out there. And I remember one night, Dr. King was walking. He used to get drunk. He looked through the window, he seen me. I was asleep. He was like, he said, what you doing, little Henry? I was asleep, Dr. King. He said, I had a dream. And then he walked out, he went off, and then later on he got shot that afternoon. But that's what I really don't like to tell everybody, because then you'll think more than what you used to think. So then we moved to Kirkwood. But I still remember Dr. King looking through the window. But anyway, here's old peeping Tom. I just call him Peeping Martin. I was telling him, Mr. Martin, you're peeking again. So anyway, them houses right there, they were so cheap. Shoot, man, we got that house. We moved out in 78. Shoot, man, about 2000, about 2007, 6, somewhere now. Them houses went like $380, almost $400,000 and higher. Yeah, 1 acre in Kirkwood with no house is $1 million. 1 acre in Kirkwood is $1 million. 1 acre, not no 5, 6, 7 acres. 1 acre in Kirkwood is $1 million. Y'all know how many of us live in Kirkwood? One no white, we came in Kirkwood, white folk were gone. It was just all black people. It was livable though. It was livable, sustainable. Shoot, man, them white folk brought in drugs and moved into gang violence and moved everybody toward fighting one another. You know what I'm saying? And that thing, you know, they made the property value, they made people run out. That's how they make you feel. They come in, people don't realize, this is the psychosis you look at it. They brought in the Klan when we were slaves. That made us keep from going outside. That scared us from going outside. So it kept you from venturing out. So you was afraid of the dog. So that scared you, and all you want to do was to get out. So since they used that, and that started being notable, and we realized what they were doing, that they were using the Klan to race us and run us out, they started looking at changing the objective. Well, the objective was the same. You just changed the costume of the people. You used the people that look like the people you need to get out. So now you couldn't blame it on white people. You had to blame it on black crime. They got it. What the hell we know about no black on black crime? Quote unquote, black people always fought each other. We fought each other in the Keeper-Line. That ain't nothing new. That's just what we did. It was always tribal wars. This has always happened with us. But say, can they call it? They never take, let me ask something. So when they went there January the 6th, was that white on white crime? Why nobody didn't call it that? You don't even see nothing about the white crime. They don't give us no white crime statistics. FBI keep that shit and keep put up. That ain't for you to know. Let me ask you a question. What color you, quote unquote, they call you? That ain't your damn business, damn. That's the best way to tell me, the easy way without hurting your feelings. It really ain't your damn business. Now yours is their business. That's why they need to use it. I mean, actually, listen, let me tell you something. You actually think that Atlanta police, the DeKalb police, Kanye police, Newton police, and the county, y'all actually think they report all their white arrests? FBI knows this. These people don't get, listen, whenever you look at the end of the year, the FBI, they're getting ready to give you the census. They're getting ready to give it to you soon. January, February, they'll give it to the census. All the crime, the states, the counties, the cities. Guess where they get them from? They get it from the cities and the counties. It's not in their database. They expect them to report it to them. What the hell? I'm finna get them stuff that make me and my people look bad for. Yeah. Oh boy, who says it was just in bad shape? Man, bad shape. They definitely gonna report you. You know how many white boys, little white girls, and white men get locked up and they get let go? Isn't how much stuff you don't have to report, you don't have to put in there? Okay, all right. That's how y'all do. Just keep being stupid, okay? And how many white people get drove home from a DUI? They already know. You don't put everything in the computer. That computer don't pick up shit by itself. You got to enter it in now. All kind of stuff they can do. Come on, though. The body cams. You know, they first got the body cam and put them on. People that you want for be able to turn them off. Y'all don't think these people can turn them off? I don't know what these folks thinking. The camera call that shit can get turned off. Hey, all that stuff can turn off. What you think? You think somebody crazy as hell? I been in this car jacking out. I don't need that damn camera popping on me. I done picked up a little girl, want to give some ass, don't want no ticket. I don't need the camera on. That's happening every day. I don't know what these folks be thinking. Okay, y'all not practical. People just not practical. All I'm saying, let's just be fair. Let's see what everybody's doing, but let's be fair with people. That's all I do. Let's just be fair. I don't get why you just can't be fair. You know what? Oh man, I can see the world existing a whole lot better than the world. Can you imagine? You just walk out the street no matter and just walk a mile. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's your freedom. Who the hell somebody talking about this day era? That they tell you walk where you want to walk. You should be able to walk as long as you ain't interfering. Come on, who the hell control the street? You pay taxes. How the hell somebody tell you can't walk in this neighborhood? You can't, as long as you ain't bothering nothing or messing with nothing. I mean, you can ride through neighborhoods and look through certain stuff. Now them days over with. And that's because we gave up our rights. We gave up caring. We let our kids go. We forgot to hold to some standards. We want to get out here. What got us a lot of it? We want to try to be like our counterparts. Yeah. We did. We wanted to try to be like them so bad it came back to hurt us. We need to go back to where we used to be. Take everybody's shit and start over. We need to start learning how to depend on each other. We work better. I mean, the military chiefs, they don't tell you got that by yourself. If anything happens, damn everybody else lead them. No, y'all, they tell you a unit. You work cohesively. You work better together. When the last time we've been told that? When the last time I told you work better together? We need that, like putting kids and you're sitting there, put them in groups and let them do assignment and make people respond. First thing, I don't want to, but I want to just do it myself. That's your damn problem. You need to sit your ass down. I slap hell out of them. Say it again. Slap hell out of them and sit your ass and learn to work together. You need to start learning how to depend on people to do something. Because then it get a lot of people, I'm telling you why I got them in here too, why a lot of them non-performing, because they feel like don't nobody need anybody count on me for nothing. Need to put pressure on you, count on you to do this. Yeah. That is. Then you got a reason. Somebody count on me to do something. You know, right? You need somebody to put responsibility on so they teach you to become responsible. Y'all don't understand. They don't get a kid no responsibility. They grow up, they ain't gonna be worth a damn. You gotta give them responsibility. Let them count on you to hold your end up. Teach them how to work together. We the guy they tell, play together. Because one of them might get on your damn nerve. They tell, all right now, play together. Make your ass play together. They ain't gonna keep telling you now over there. That got that. They ain't gonna keep checking on every 5 minutes. They done told you that got that. They asked me to learn how to play together. That's how we gotta work. We gotta start doing it. Playing together taught us how later on how to work together. You can get more done. Realize you need somebody, you gotta come on, we need one more. Gotta teach them that. Teach them game where you need more than one person to play. I like to play a game by myself. Don't do it. You're going to start jacking off. Get somebody else. Too much playing by yourself, you're going to start jacking off. Get somebody else to help you. Not to jack off. I'm saying to help you out there. So you stop don't be playing. I definitely ain't trying to, okay, I'm just saying to help you out where you can just really kind of learn how to work together. You need stuff like that. Teach them. It ain't right. Teach them how to work together. Man, it has like potato sack. Can you do the potato sack race by yourself? Man, they had the two-legged race. You remember that? How you gonna do it? Top both your damn leg up and try to, it's gonna trip and fall and break your nose. You get somebody time, learn the word, you got to teach, we got to jump together, right? We got to learn timing. See, all that stuff, little stuff you teach them a kid, you give them to do, it helps them to build later on and learn how to do stuff. A lot of people can't work with nobody. And they think that shit impressive. I'm not impressed, you're a damn retard. That's how you're a retard, it makes no sense. We human, why we can't work together? That should be the easiest thing. I mean, I grew up, I had friends. I guess I ain't had no friend, little odd ass. You need friends, you need people, you need different opinions. You never need to be left with your own opinion. That's dangerous. I don't care how smart you are, internet, that shit don't impress me. When you white, you still got feces. So I'm not impressed with you. They got animals, ain't got no damn intelligence for a man, and they know how to take a shit and don't even wipe, and nothing be on them. You ever seen a bear walking around with a turd slit across his ass? Now you done it. Now who you think I'm more impressed with, you or the bear? I'm just gotta be honest with you. I gotta be more impressed with the bear. There's some people I done tried to tell you. I done tried to help these people in here. I had 2 people in here that have fought me. And I know what type of people they are. And I said, this is what I'm gonna do. From my studies, it take approximately 150 differences between you and another animal or creature in order for you to be your own person. I have tried and dug, I've cried, I've prayed, I searched and looked. The baboon. The baboon. That was white folk. I love white folk. Them white folk there, they get my ass every time. Cause I be looking at them animals and I said, damn, they know everything. And I'm sitting there and she's thinking about going back to her cabins. Like, damn. And I'm buying this shit too. I'm just thinking like, her sister is missing. She's so torn. You're like, damn, her sister missing? You're like, where the hell y'all get this from? They just know so much shit, but they just get you every time. So what I did is I took a person, I will not call her with name, and I compared it to the baboon to see the difference between the baboon and the Hewitt. I couldn't find one difference. I said, you're a baboon. I tried to do. Anybody say that? I put in effort. Did not anybody see me put in effort for this? I put up here, I said, these are the things that Hewitt can do and the baboon should not be able to do. Everything I put up there, I found a picture, the baboon could do it. Now I want to know, what's the difference? How many of y'all here can find 150 differences between you and another species of animal? Uh-oh, yeah. What you got? Who you got? You can find 150 differences. Between me and an animal species? Between Heaven and the baboon. Oh, no. How about Jahid and the snake? No. Did anybody find any differences? Yes, right. What was it? A baboon had to do what? That you know. You can't. Now, it's some white people arguing with you in there, right? Just to call some of your great relatives, ask them, does Hayward have a tail for me? He talking about the baboon have a tail. Now the baboon, one of them don't have, the baboon don't have one. He just got that bubble gum booty. Huh? No, he ain't got no tail. He got the bubble gum booty. That tight. Not the one of them don't have one. The baboon don't have one. Chimp, well, he a chimp. Their cousin. Well, we just switched animal and he a chimp then. It ain't hard to fix this. Isn't that right? Just switch it over. There you go. Now don't show us your tail. These guys here are really crazy. But no, we got to just learn how to work together, get our young people together. Want to see some program put together for our young people so they can have a future. Don't y'all want a future? See, I go over this every week, about 3 times a week, twice on the Shabbat with y'all, because y'all really don't know what y'all going to face when y'all got out of school. See, now y'all the nice little kids and people will take time out with you. The older you get, the more people going to get their hands off of you. More people going to come more afraid. The bigger you get, the hair get on your face and other things. These people know eventually you're going to want to establish yourself. You're going to want things. And when you get things, you don't believe it. Guess what happens? In order for you to get them, that means somebody else ain't going to be able to have them. Think about it. That's all they're doing till now. What we have? We got a major, what major supply of things we got? Besides fentanyl and crack. So in order for these guys to grow up and for you guys to have something, then that means somebody else is not going to be able to obtain it. That means it's less. It's going to be less. So it's going to be easy to make sure y'all guys out the scene, get you off the scene, get you out the market. Isn't that right? Get rid of I got to limit your opportunities. I want to broaden your opportunities. I don't know. Y'all don't look like y'all on board for it. I guess it's just me by myself then. I'll try it. Though. With everything I got, I'll try it. I think they deserve it. They'll appreciate it later. But y'all do need an opportunity. Y'all just don't know. It's going to be hard on y'all. A lot of y'all, they don't look at it. Don't matter. If you don't want nothing, you'll be good. You can make it out here. Just sit down somewhere and wait on these people to issue out you a check or go fill out some paperwork and wait on a program. Wait on the right white man to get in there. He feels sorry for you. He give you a piece of bubble gum they done chewed on and dry. I mean, it's out there now. They keep programs like that. It's for people who not achievers. So I can't stand no line where nobody give me no food. Hell, I just gonna take it. I got gonna get it. I can't stand no line wait. Folk bagged up and shit, looking through bad. I'm sitting way back here. Number 19 million something. Hell, I ain't got time. I get out there line. I gotta go. I'm just that type of guy. I can't sit around waiting nobody to do nothing for me. I need y'all to be the same way. Now, you got some here that they're good with that. They'll wait. They'll count an election to get them something better. Wait on these white people. Wait on these house Negroes to do something for them. I can't afford to do that. I got to eat today. I don't know by the time I come back next week, we supposed to be having something. My stomach don't work like that. My stomach says I need to eat right now. Y'all got it? In the program, I can't wait her to make up one. I already created one. I got to survive. That's the program I work for. I need you to have that same program. It ain't about taking from other people, killing other people. Everybody get, it's about killing and taking. No, I'm talking about your survival. Do everything within your means, your ability to first get out here and make sure you can secure for yourself. Last alternative, I ain't going to starve. Any man I see on the street, he'll starve because his integrity, I think his integrity ain't worth a damn. I'll go take something and eat it in his face and watch his ass in last breath. Your integrity versus my intelligence. I'm eating and you are dying. Makes absolutely no sense. These people came in here and took the way I think they killed the Indian. Hell, they couldn't hunt. These folks have no idea about the people they look at the colony. First of all, they couldn't grow. They couldn't plant. They couldn't harvest. They couldn't hunt worth a damn. So they conquered some people, manipulated some people, infected some people that had the ability to hunt, that had the ability to fish, that had the ability to do all these other different things, to make tents and sew clothes. And now, look where the Indians at. I'm not an Indian. I'm not staying on no reservation. I might make some reservation, but I damn sure ain't staying on one. Y'all got it? They don't believe me. They be saying, like, yeah, okay. Can. These people that stink your ass. That's the thing about them. And you know what and they call them America. When they call them crooks and robbers and murderers and rapers, we might say it among us. It ain't going in no book. Nope. There ain't gonna be no show gonna show it. Nope. It's gonna be a show about your little ass though. That's right. Little crack dealer. Yep. The damn little juvenile incarcerated ass. They're gonna make shows. They're gonna be publicized about you. Nobody gonna publicize their crime. That's what they did when they couldn't survive. They weren't finna sell their ass on them buckle shoes and starve. They put some other people to work, made their ass tributary.
Yes, sir.
And nobody blamed them for it.
Nope.
Everybody come flower here and kiss their ass. Whole United Nations flower him and give these people credit for what they've done.
That's right.
For the murdering, for the murder, the atrocity they committed against us and against you. Against all these other nations that had already been here before they ever showed up.
Yep.
Damn folks stuck a flag in the ground and said, I just discovered it. That's it. Just know what you're dealing with. See, I wouldn't have made it back there with Dr. King. Me and him got to fight. Because we wouldn't agree. I'd have walked with Stokey Carmichael. We wouldn't have got that part. I'm with Stokey. Go look up Stokey Carmichael get his ass whooped. They don't have that video. Dr. King slapped that little ass around, stomp him out, kick him out, lock him up. Stokey told him, Dr. King, ain't nobody hear me, I ain't hearing them back. Right. They know, and all the black, he know back there, Stokey Carmichael wasn't loved like that, wasn't like, except for black people looked like they were tired. They made him, he was militant, he's against it. Oh, he hate, anytime somebody, you hit me. I gotta be, oh, he hate women. Oh, I can't follow him. Well, Dr. King, he violent. Who hit who first? Stokey Carmichael ain't never told nobody he was going out there and whoop up no white people. He told Dr. King, he said, I ain't walking on the line, let him hit me.
That's right.
He said no white man, he hit me, I'm hitting him back. And everybody, Stokey Carmichael, our folk didn't like Stokey Carmichael. He know that, you don't even really hear nothing about him. Stokey just let them white folk, they go looking when Malcolm X, pull up Malcolm X ass get whooped by the police. Malcolm let them folk know, they ain't taking no, and go find out Malcolm X kill white people. He told them, I ain't trying to kill no white people. Anytime a person of color stand up and tell them, I ain't taking no ass whipping. Then they got to count the cost. Say, let's go get somebody. Get one of them praying niggas. They go find white group fight equally matched black group. You ain't gonna find it. Every time you find them, it's 100 of them chasing a black man this tall.
Yep.
Them niggas scared. You mean that one midget with 2 prosthetic legs, and they be so proud of themselves. And that's what angers us. If that's something you want to do, just tell her your number. We bring the same number out there and tell her what you got. Then let's see how that work out for you. Let's just make everything fair. You'll find out. They would say, yeah, we don't want to fight. Y'all niggas ain't worth it. One old lady, listen, look at their victory. A woman, they know that chase a damn woman with a pocketbook dress on a coat, running for her life. They ass chasing her to whoop her ass, and they proud of themselves. Yep. Somebody's mother, somebody's sister, yep. Somebody's daughter, and they so proud of their little country, little bare-mouthed ass. Yep. That time white, I don't watch shit like this anger me. What kind of shit is this? You serious? You actually like you a man? It take 3, 5 of y'all to chase a woman? She's scared of us. We ran off. Only they beat you now because they make laws. They write laws that create to make it's wrong if you fight them back. Now, what state it is that passed the law that they can shoot the police back? Indiana. You know, Indiana also, the first one been passed the law first that if they come in your house illegally, you can shoot them. That ain't the first time. There was a year they kept that. Oh, yeah, Indiana pushed it, made them think twice. Now, you got to ask yourself, were those black lawmakers? No. What do white lawmakers make? This is my problem. And I think that law need to kind of be tapered to change. Because this is the problem you got. You don't want to put the wrong amount of power in people's hands. Because what you're going to wind up doing, you're going to get a lot of good innocent cops killed. Because you're going to have some black police, some black people that's oppressed and just pissed. And they're going to look at, as far as I'm concerned, all of them bad. Everything they do is illegal. Even if I'm doing something illegal, I feel like I'm illegally being detained in here. And that is going to be a gun battle. And it ain't going to work out for us. What you need to do, if you feel like you need to pass laws where citizens need to be able to shoot the police if they illegally come in their home, if citizens need to shoot the police if they feel like they illegally detained, I think, or whatever it is, first of all, you need to get rid of the damn police. Don't even worry about that law. Get the law, scrap the law, change the police force. Yeah. Why would I need, so I have people out here with guns, with who can wreck people's life, and the people need guns to fight the people that's supposed to protect them? Who this damn stupid? That's right. I know folks, man, that's good to have it. It's not good. This says you know something's wrong. Why don't you just scrap the whole damn thing and get some good ones in there? You don't want citizens shooting police. That makes no sense. We don't need that. We don't need that. We just need to change how we operate, change how we think. Why are we okay with leaving these people in position? That's what most scared. The people excited about the law. I'm pissed about the fact. So what do you know the reason you saying now you can shoot the police? And why you letting them stay here? All you had to do, man, I have so many feds in on their ass one day. Listen, helicopter shit coming, don't know what's going on. Everybody ass up out of here. Yeah. Everybody ass on the ground. Listen, I'll raid there. They've been there so fast, they don't know what's going on. Choo, everything locked down. I be calling their ass to a listen, I get their ass to a call, everybody locked down. I need to go through everybody. Because if I need to pass a law, this is not going to work out. When you got citizens shooting police, we already got, it ain't working out with police shooting up. How's it going to work out with us shooting police? Let me tell you what you're going to do. I know a lot of blacks, they give up power. No, you're going to do, your ass going to get killed. You're not going to win this battle. All you're going to do is make them go rogue. You can't, you're not going to win this fight. Because if I decide to come out of the car and I'm coming here, you don't know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do when I got the car. You can't win this battle. All the folks think this shit going to work out for you, it's not going to work out for you. Who the hell you think that you come up here and I got to come, I already got to worry about my life on the line. And some lawmaking done gave them the right that you can shoot me if you, hell no, this ain't going to work out. Your ass getting popped as soon as I get to the car. Matter of fact, I ain't getting out. I'm taking your back one out. See, this is how this will go if you're not smart. It'll look like they're helping you. They're actually saying you have to get yourself killed. See, I don't get my people to think. They don't realize these folks don't give you nothing to help you. It hurts you every time. Because what if you make the wrong decision, you go shoot? I'm decide, hypothetically, he think it's a road deal. He shoot the man ain't getting that out. How you going to prove it was a road deal, Ivan? Now, where Ivan going? The jail. Ivan's getting the death penalty. You just killed a law enforcement officer. Based officer, do you know how long, what I got to see and got to happen before I can prove that I can legally defend myself? It's over. If it's a dirty car, who gonna let me get that much time in? I'm getting out, I know I'm coming to kill you when I come to your car. You wondering, how you finna win this? Because you gotta make sure you right. By the time you figure that you already shot. Y'all ain't gonna win that battle. Stop thinking white folk giving y'all something. Use your intelligence, people. Think. Think. This is why your ass stays so long looking for the Wizard of Oz. He don't exist. Just like what Dorothy learned. Let me tell you something. Good movie to watch. The reason why you watch it, use your intelligence. You know what they told that white girl when she learned, she learned? You could have been gone home. Your ass got, go with her problem, because you looking for some tired ass white man. That's all it is. What she had to give her? Nothing. She said, you could have been done it. You could have, I'm telling the nigga, you could have been gone. Quit looking for the damn Wizard of Oz.
That's right.
Wasting your time with all this shit. Leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Listen, everything is in your hand to do. You have to make the decision. Are you willing to stand up and defend your right to exist? That's all it is. We'll do it by conversation. We'll do it by legislation by ourselves. Now, if it get up pushed to an end, then we got to take a defensive measure at that point. Y'all got it. We're not trying to be the aggressors. We just want to be the defenders of. Matter of fact, we've been defenders the whole time we've been here. We've never been the aggressors. If we've been the aggressors, wouldn't be no white people here now.
That's right.
They know damn well we ain't been. Ain't no you telling that lie. White, they know damn well we ain't been no aggressor. Nobody crazy. Hell, ain't nobody know. Ryan, Ryan, come on, let's go kill some white babies. How many white babies we gonna get to kill? 150? What, about 200,000? Everybody black going no shit. Everybody, man, you on your own. I'll call the police on your ass. I'm not going no stuff. They no good way. You ain't getting no white folks ain't finna let you kill no baby. You quit that. Ain't nobody black had no conversation. That's stupid. All we done do, we trying to get white people to start having these conversations. They just need some convincing. I got over 28 missing and murdered black kids, quote unquote black kids, that they put on Wayne Williams. That is not the official number, first of all. That's the number you put on Wayne Williams, that a white man killed him. Yeah. And they know this. It's always been known. Yeah, Wayne Williams sit in jail. You know how many times they do that? And then black people sign off on it for the sake of peace. They told everybody Atlanta would erupt. They said, man, they said, listen, they ain't want no war. The feds came in and told them. So you know what happened? They get out. They said, man, be a powder keg right here in the city of Atlanta. They should have let it happen. Look what happened. They need to keep us till we got past. Now they can come out and show it to you. What y'all gonna do? Soon as they show you, say, this the white man killed 28 kids. Yes, they here. They finna get up in here and leave right now and get justice. That's when you show it. Why you think they can show you now about the whole evidence, 14,000 pages about JFK? Right. And we're going to be so surprised to find out Lee Harvey Oswald ain't killed him. You waited till the people passive. You waited till the people weak. You waited till the people don't have a defense. You wait till the people done tired out. That's the only thing with quote unquote people come. You too quick to forget. You too easy to forgive. I can't forgive you first make an honest apology. Even Yahuah won't even accept it. I just tell him, I just got through whole money, yeah, I repent. He said, man, I don't accept no shit like that. I don't accept no stuff. Even when they came to Yahuah immersion, he told them, for man, bring forth paree meat for repentance. Bring something that show you really sorry. When had they brought us something to say we're sorry? I don't see no damn ad scrolling up with no name, no damn already left the screen so I can read what you said. Sorry. You heard me apologize. Sorry. That's it. You meant that. I apologize too. What's the problem? Let's move on. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. We can't go over there. Bring forth something showing you honest.
That's right.
Then I can forgive you. I can't forgive them right now. They never showed that they were honest.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
See, that's what happened. They give you a religion. They give you a religion, and they indoctrinate you with that and with false facts about the religion, and then just mess you up. The only reason they gave you the religion because it kept you oppressed. Had you never had that religion, you'd have been free. That religion hurt you. That religion was strong on your ass and them chains was. That started off at further brought you. I bring in Big Mendingo, I'd have chained his ass. I know his ass tried to run. You ran track too. I could tell them after they could run track, run fast. You was pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna chain your ass so you try to run off. After I get in that Bible though, let them chains go. He ain't going nowhere. He get ready to try to run, Jesus talking to him. Daniel, it's Jesus. Boy, don't you carry your ass out there, boy. That man gonna cut your damn nuts off. And your leg, boy. He be saying, Jesus, I gotta stand and be a man for Jesus. Instead, that'll work. They got them chains expensive. I can't keep chaining all y'all ass up, man, all night. I gotta chain your ass up at night, chain your ass, let your ass go in the day. I'm tired. Man, so I don't do that again in the Bible. Teach them about the love of Jesus. Tell me, and then Adam said, before you do that, say, boy, does Jesus do that? He convinced, and he convicted. And Jesus loved everybody. I forgot to tell you, I hit your black ass now. Oh, man, it worked. Look at still him, still loving him, still serving him, still ain't got nothing, still don't want nothing, and you're going to get everything when you go to heaven. That man loves you. I mean, you can't be, we're a better race of people that are to be subdued with religion than anybody else. Us and the Hispanic. I forgot they love Jesus too. Everybody put their G beside it and said, damn, these jokers sure don't look alike. Ain't that right? It's just terrible. They just make a fool out of it. They give it the same premise. But they teach her, whatever reason, Jesus let her kill each other. He just won't let her go after them. Ain't that how Jesus works? How is it everybody got the same religion? We can kill the hell out of each other, but they don't let her go at the person that give her the religion. Ain't nobody woke up yet to think of this. Mind altering. They keep talking about them. You know, the CIA had mind altering drugs. Talking about the Bible.
Right.
Ain't nothing mind altering you than the Bible. I'm saying make it destroy your own family. Yep. We're just dangerous, man. Just sit you off in that Lulu land where you just run off wondering in your mind about stuff versus why don't we just deal with truth? Deal with truth. Respect people. Let people live. Learn about yourself and your culture. Learn your history. And then you make a decision what you want to do. And it's not impossible for a person to say, I learned my culture. I understand my culture. I understand my religion. But I choose to do. I want to be. That's all choice. Everything we've done has not been choice. It's been oppressed upon you. That's a difference. You've never had a real free opportunity to go through and choose a religion. You've been given one. The blacks gonna push on saying they're black folk. We've never been Methodist. We always been Baptist. Yep. What the hell we got? Come on, y'all know how they are in the country. Let me tell you something. In the country, the Methodist church and the Baptist church don't come together. You stay with them. You don't even talk about it. Don't go no Methodist church. We ain't Methodist. We've been Baptist all our life. Now you got your religion from the South. How many of y'all went from the country? What they call the country? How many of y'all went to the Methodist church? What y'all knew about the Methodist church? Huh? She was African American. I ain't learned about that African American shit till like later on in late 80s, early 90s. We ain't know nothing about no African, no Methodist. We know white folk. We didn't go no stuff like that. We were told Jesus was Baptist. Jesus got baptized. We know about no method. They said, well, so all a method is if you do something the same way. That's a method. They tried to sell us on that. We said, no, Jesus was Baptist. And that kept us divided too. The Baptist church would never go to the Methodist church. Especially Episcopalian, we didn't know what. We like, listen, man, you could piss in a pail or a toilet. It don't make me no different. Ain't that right? We didn't know the hell. We definitely didn't know no Episcopalian was. You remember the Episcopalian? Nobody, y'all ain't never heard that. No, we didn't know nothing about that. Holiness came out, son. Them folk, we knew they made a whole lot of damn noise. That's what we knew. They made a whole lot of noise so them. Them folk was sanctified. They called them sanctified folk. And you ain't tell you, I don't remember them folk. They sanctified. That mean they keep a bunch of noise. Yelling and hollering and had all them instruments. They did it. That's what a friend we have in Jesus. You know that Baptist. Holding get it, but they're going to tear. They're going to be rug bow, tambourine. They finna rock the damn house with that thing. Ain't that right? Baptist going to drag hell out of everything they get. Yeah, HR. And the man cut the credit card. It take too long. He just cut the credit card. I'm tired of taking too long. And he can't. It takes so long. You ain't saying. I always thought that man said Charles. I had a cousin named Charles. I said, hey, sing about my cousin. But we didn't know no better. We just followed these little phenomenon they gave. We thought we found something. But I appreciate the intelligence that Mr. Yahuah gave us. And the fact that we could sit down today and we can talk and be honest and deal with real events and things that affect us. And originally, if you go back, the earlier quote-unquote black church really did meet. Into their meetings about things they were going to do, it was more than just the church. They met at the church. The education process of the church, the schoolhouse was the church. So a lot of things we took away, like they saying they took, that's how you look at prayer would have been in school, because you were having it at church anyway. The church house had the school. So when the older people would meet, they were going to meet at the church a lot of times. They would meet and they talk about situations and different things. They had groups like down in the country, down in small, they had groups called society. The society would pay so much money in, you pay a nickel in, and they'll say that money. Them folk actually put that money up. I got a member of family now, when they die, society write them, they give them a check, come by and see them and drop it, right, $200. But see, back then, see, they had put in, this is what they don't tell you about people. They just really put us that we were just so ignorant. We didn't do nothing. Don't you know people had enough sense to realize back then that people were dying and people couldn't afford to bury them? So my mama tell you, they had in the society. So when they died, my granddaddy paid in society for all of them. And them folk, he paid in society. So when them people died, the deacon would come see you. One of them folk died, and they come by and give you some money. They help out on that. That's from society. They let that from society. They put that nickel in. Them folks invest in a nickel. They keep putting that money in, and they will put that money in and come back and give it to them later when somebody died. So they had things they were trying to implement in, and I don't want to look at those people hadn't done nothing. All of a sudden, intelligence had popped on the scene. Now, it's just they were limited. Whites didn't get them the opportunity to make the money, because if they made the money, they'd have put in more than a nickel. See, they looked at it because you weren't insuring black. Only people can insure people of color were white people. And you insure them as property, just like you do. You buy a tractor, lawnmower. A lot of y'all won't do it. White people insurance on it because I own it. And if something happened to it, see, unlike them, they're more critical thinkers. They look at, if I bought it, it can break down, something can happen to it. Or it could get stolen. Then I need to insure it. That's what they looked at with a nigga. Nigga been working 40, 50 years. The nigga can't break down. Then I need to be able to have some insurance on it. The nigga can't get stolen. He can't run away. Then I need the insurance. Y'all got it. So our people had some knowledge to where they could sit down. It's just white people limited their ability. And the crippling of giving them Jesus hurt them. Because when people would get up and say, you know what? I'm tired of them coming. I'm tired of them coming, raiding the church. I'm tired of this stuff. We need to get guns and fight back. Always the good, solid-ass Christian preacher who done sold his ass out to them. Brothers, we can't do that. As a pastor and worker of Jesus Christ, we can't do that. We got to think of all these people in here and the kids, which is true to an extent. But see, you got to think even further on that. The mind he had to try to protect other people and trying to protect the kid actually endangered them. Because the only reason the people who stood up to say we need to get guns and we need to fight back and stop is because women and damn kids been getting killed. Right. It wasn't because somebody said something. It was because our house burned down, and they found out you were meeting these churches, they burned it to the ground. They burned it to the ground. They cut it out, so they felt like if we take down assembly place, then they can't meet. The slaves met. Before the building, they will meet in a certain place. They'd be sitting out there, they'll talk, they'll meet. They find out about it. Always they get one in the house. We always had, like people talking about people, we always had them. Yep. Some nigga got to go back there and sell their ass to try to get one more step in the house. They mean, what would they mean for? So we can rape white women? No. What they mean so they can kill white? No, they were meaning on, we need to get out of here. Right. And on the time, a lot of those people were really put their lives around. You know what they were looking at? Their kids. They looked at how they was oppressed, how they was beat, how they had been manipulated, and they didn't want the kids in the same condition. Same thing I'm telling y'all now. Folks don't give a damn. Y'all don't give a damn. Why you want your kids to go through what you went through? You don't have a voice? You don't have no power? Come on, shit. Well, my kid go no stutter. I worked my ass off, make sure my kid know how to go through nothing I went through. Them kids don't know about no hard time. I don't make no apology for it either. Do anything you can. Same thing my mother would. I told Austin about it. Same thing my mother did. Anything you could. Keep your kids from going through it. Yeah. Never want to be handing them out to these people. Never. Never want to be handing them out to them. Never want to be in no line. I ain't getting no line where nobody hand me shit. Right. Tell somebody you can get that slot. I'm gone. Yeah. I don't want it. When I get that, he ain't going to give me nothing. He ain't going to have me. He not going to stick me to it, and I'm going to owe him for it. Yep. Right. I told them before they had them housing program, NACA. They tried to get me when I got ready to buy my first house, go to NACA. You go to the classes, you got to be on the corner trying to make other folk get in the program and shit. Stand here with a sign every Saturday. Who about NACA? They had that there. I didn't do that shit. That lady said, listen. She said, listen. You don't have to come up with the money. NACA will pay your down payment. You get, but your ass committed. You got to go out here on this corner and sell your ass. I told them I ain't want it. I should work my ass off, came my own down payment. I could have saved about $6,000. Damn if I saved it. I said, I ain't been on no corner trying to beg nobody to do nothing for your ass. I'm not doing on a call. Now I'm in debt. I got to get my ass up and run out here and stand on the corner and sell these folks out like you some good folk. Get the hell on. You gave it to me, give it to me, and move on. That's right. They made me commit and have my ass out here and sitting out here and trying to do other people to get their ass in. I ain't got no time for no slave raising. You do that on your own time. I know probably some of y'all got it because you like them handout from these people. If I can, I try to do less I can with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just don't be, listen, man, listen. After that last boat ride coming here, I just try to take my time if I jump and commit to something. That last boat ride hurt hell out of me. You know how much, listen, them folk out here, they told the folk, man, listen, you ain't got to put no gas in the boat. Them folk like, the boat run, you ain't got to put no gas in? No. It powered by your black. They got to realize all the rowing come from your ass. So I just learned to take my time. I don't accept everything they got. Tell them, no thank you. A lot of things ain't understand over little. I got the sense of it now. No thank you. No, you fine, you can have some. No, thank you. I dealt with you long enough to know you ain't gave me nothing you ain't finna take back. Yep. Some stuff you gotta let them have it. And I gotta educate y'all to think the same way they offer something. What you supposed to say? Let me appreciate that. What y'all supposed to say? Why y'all gonna say no thank you? Y'all don't know? Because you don't know what it's gonna cost you later. See, I ain't trying to teach y'all against white people. I'm trying to tell you about a program. It's not every white person, the program. They don't design a program without initiative. It's got an initiative to it, okay? It'll look like it'll help you, but it's also going to have you locked into something. So you got to be mindful about, look at where your people gone so far with all these other programs. Listen, we done had HUD, we done had, we done had welfare, we done had Medicaid, we done had Medicare, we done had, what we done had? Social Security, we done had everything. And where your people at? Why all this stuff, why am I talking about this with all these great programs? That's when you get Social Security, don't you? Tell them how well you're doing. Raise your hand up and tell them you're doing so, raise your hand, you're doing so well with it. It's enough so you can make, you get Medicare too, don't you? You get Medicare, Medicaid, what they put you on? You got a Part A, Part B, and a C, what'd you get? Yeah. Tell them how great it is. So why we want you guys to go through the same program? See, listen to people experience who getting it. Uncle Ted he'll tell you about it. It's stuff they're gonna nickel and dime you. It's just enough to keep you around. It's more affordable for you to die to keep living. Yeah. Old people don't just die because they're old. They die because here, look what they got. Yeah. You don't give you enough. I try to push these people here and tell you, you can't want these people to give you nothing. What they gonna give you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Listen. You have to remember, this is America, okay? America is not a white English name. It actually derived from Italian, okay? That's why you saw these damn Italians come here. Everything you look at their culture, they stole it from other races, other people. The Roman numerals, they stole that shit from the Romans. They stole it from the Greek alphabets. The Greek, all this stuff they keep coming up with, they stole it. They stole it. They stole pyramid, obelisks. They stole all that from Mizraim. Everything they have, they stolen. They have nothing of their own. Y'all got it? So these people are not going to give you anything. This whole thing is predicated on the survival of white people. Don't get mad with them. Create something that allows you to survive. Don't keep trying to survive in this system. It's not for you. What we're going to do? No, we're going to march our ass at him. We're going to kick the door in at white university. Teach me. You force my hand. Y'all, I can't win. I can't win. National Guard out here. I got to let you in. I got to tell you everything I know. No, it's a law. I got to. The law is. The National Guard, oh, woe is me. I'm so scared now. Oh, gone with the wind. I got to teach you everything I know now. So I got to be fair so your little darky ass can be somebody and you can have equality and freedom. Can't y'all see that working? What law they got that can make you tell me everything you know? What's the name of that law? What law they got? I got to treat you fair and love you. What law is it? I got to love you like I love myself. What law that is? That's it. That's it. I get tired. Y'all know why I get so tired talking about this stuff. I don't even come in with the intent to talk about this. I just get tired of it. I'm just tired. I can't get my people to care. It's just, I don't know. It's just hard to get people to care. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's all I want to do. Is it wrong for me to want to be treated fair? No. More I look at the news and look at where our people at, look how people been done. I said, people got out of, they walked out of the UN. Other developing countries, they had a big meeting about the environment. Listen, people got up and walked out. Look, worldly got up and walked out. They said, man, y'all ain't talking about no money. Tell them what they going to cut out and what they need to stop. Man, everybody, folk got up and walked out that damn thing. Because you know what? Country's tired of that shit. They said they ain't getting up no money. Keep talking about cut this out. Don't do this. Don't do that. They beat you every time. Let me tell you something. People like Kenya. Y'all seen the country. Y'all know Kenya. They show them starving and all the stuff they do. Did y'all know that Kenya had one of the biggest ports over there and how they import into Africa through Kenya? Makes sense why they starving, why they drying out, and why they got all these droughts and everything going on. White people had to use their ports to come in. You won't find one oppressed country that don't have a port. You won't find it. They take your shipping lanes away from you. Those are your escape routes. See, when Yahuah gave us all our boundaries, we always had water tax. He knew you had to ship, you had to get out. You had to be able to move, you had to be able to navigate. White man keep you right down the circuit. Guess why we never get out of our community business? So every time we want to build something, we want to put it where we want to put that? In our community. White folk put stuff in your community, their community, everybody else's community. Everybody, listen, they go to everybody's community. That's how they work. See, they got such a control. If you own a black bank, guess what a black bank got to be insured by? I'm so proud of you and your black bank. That's under who regulation? Since he regulated, he can shut it down. He can control it. See, you're the only person, you don't have no control. That's why it don't bother him. He can own up Mexican restaurants over there. Mexican restaurant got to pay taxes. Guess where they go to? That taxes go to Mexico. See, you can afford to do that you can say, I'll let you open this or that. You go, I'm still get paid either way it go. And if you open it in the right white community, they're going to make you give money back to their schools. Or they're not going to patronize you. You're going to lose. Why wouldn't we make these people patronize us? Make them patronize our schools. Huh? Make them patronize our athletics. You can't do it. We first came out here in Heritage. Heritage, they have signs that everybody, they remember everybody, Zaxby, everybody, all that shit down now. You know what? Too many niggas got down. They realized too many, you gonna catch on. We first got there. Y'all remember they had all around that gate. It showed everybody down here. If you had a business, you had to patronize that school. They let you know, I dare you come open up something here you don't patronize this school. You're going to give something to this school, and we're going to put it in and let them know you don't. If you don't, we're going to let them know you don't patronize, and we're going to run you out of here. I ain't mad with them. They just looked at, you're not going to sell us now, you're not going to support us. You know the nigga? He be happy. J.J. Wing, he run his ass up there. What J.J. do for your black ass? I guess he do blood pressure. And guess what? And guess who we pay taxes to? It's a beautiful system. White man eat, JJ eat, you die. I just got to help y'all out with thinking. Let me ask y'all something. Why you can't be a people, a nation to where you say, if you're going to come in this community, if you're going to open a convenience store, then if we're going to patronize you, you're going to respect the patrons. You're going to have to be willing to give something back. All we're saying is change for change. We ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. That's right. But we're just saying, you're taking from us. We'll let the Indians come in and do it. We'll let the Muslims come in and do it. We'll let everybody comes in and do it to it, and nobody gives nothing back, and you disrespect it. They'll say, we had the wing store years ago in the 2000s, and I watched that Muslim guy, man, how he treated him. I ain't like his ass for nothing. He had one of them little date things to change the date on the meat. Man, them folk come up there, he take their welfare stuff, he sell them bill with it, he sold them the blunt paper, just change the date on the meat. Shit done expired. They don't know what we taught to do. Read. What did they say on him? Them unhunted bond, you'll see the shit said date. Listen, he bought the gun. Poo-poo. So you look at the date, damn thing expired. Now you got to ask yourself, who taught him that? Right. Who taught him to buy that gun and change the date? Right. How many of y'all know how to go change the date on that stuff? How many of y'all had a gun? You had that gun to go change it. He learned that from somebody. How many times you done bought shit? Now you think about it. Let's move from the date on that food. I watched this man change. How much shit you done read that been altered? Where y'all think it originated from? You alter writings. See, a lot of that stuff that's done now used to be forbidden years ago. You couldn't alter no writings. Everybody got it from us. Let me tell you something. The book that we had to Sefer, you need to know. Our book was copied. There's no printing machine. None of this stuff existed, a printing machine, copier. The person that did it had to sit down and he had to stroke every letter to exact. Y'all hear me? That's why he'll tell you that think not I come to destroy the Torah or the Nabim, which is the instruction, or the people that Nabuah, that what they would call prophesizing. He said, I didn't come to do it. He said, I came to fulfill. Until he told it to Shamaim, is what happened. Not the smallest tittle or the stroke. All the stuff he would tell you about. See, the words he gave you, he was trying to give you based off of Greek writings. They used the iota, which is the smallest letter for the Greek. Most of y'all don't know. I know. Don't worry about it. Don't try to think. All you're going to do is shit in yourself, okay? Don't try to think. Iota, they try to use the iota because that's the smallest Greek letter. Y'all got it? For us, it'll be the yard. It makes no sense. He's going to tell me about no iota. He's talking about our writing. Why in the hell would he be talking about Greek stripe, Greek connotations? You're talking about Abari writings. We will use the yard is the smallest letter we have, okay? So he let you know that none of these things were paired because they stroke. Everything had to be exact. If you write it, if you were copying out our writing, if you stroke wrong, you know what you got to do? Everything you just wrote, throw that away and start from the beginning. You can't go back there. You got to throw all that away. You can't use none of it. Okay. See, because y'all don't know, when they told Peloton, who they call Pilate, about Yahushua, he had said, they wrote on that too, saying that this is the Malak of the Yahudim. And when our Kohanim wrote by, our Zakanim, our Elzanim wrote by, they read it, they came back and told him, they said, don't write the Malak of the Yahudim, right? He said it. He said, what I've written, I can't change it. So that practice of not changing has always been there. Once you stroked it, that's it. That's it. It's forbidden to go back and change it. You can't alter it. That decree is that you don't alter it. It's done. White people came in and learned how to erase. They know how to scratch out, just like they went to Mizraim. Okay, y'all listen. Alexander the Grape, I call him Grape because he was a big bust. They tried to run Jesus off him because he died about 33. Most of y'all didn't know that, did it? He died around 33. That's why they look at him. Great conqueror that ran around the world there. He went around defacing shit. Guess what that's called? Altering. Because I alter writings, I alter artifacts. I steal shit. So when you read something, it tell you to go back here and you look, you say, this wrong. I thought I want to find something. Exactly, I altered it. Maps, I altered it. I changed location of shit. That's how they got here. They alter shit all the time. Who told y'all George Washington never chopped down the cherry tree? I ain't even read it. I got common sense. Weak ass George Washington with some wooden teeth. Every time he swiped, every time he slung, damn termite would have shot out of his mouth. I know that man chopped no tree down. It ain't hard to watch. Some shit, listen, I'm old school. You looking for? Hell no, he ain't chopped down that tree. That damn rubber shirt fluffing up right here? No. Little skinny ass white bottom, little ass knee? No. Man, you swing an egg, you know your leg got to hell no, he ain't chopped no tree down. Looked it up, found out they came out and told the truth. Said George Washington told a lie. He never chopped a cherry tree down. I was so surprised. I was so surprised. Built my whole life on he never told a lie. What you think the purpose was telling you that? White people don't lie. If white people tell you something, you can believe it. You know who be lying? Let me ask you something. What's your name? Oh, lying ass nigga. We ain't never used that before. Never had that in it. Don't nobody lie but us. We the only people tell lies. So that changed how we deal with each other. That changed the level of respect. Don't y'all know when white people had slaves, if a slave told them something, they knew them slaves, there were people, their whole word was built on that. There were people, they asked them this, and them folks said it. That's what it was. No question. I remember my dad, he worked for a place, Harry Brown Construction. I think he said back about in the 40s or so. He said he used to work on the equipment for him. And the white boy had tore up some equipment. And the white boy was pissed. My dad said he tore up the equipment. And a white man owned the company came out there and asked him what was going on. And he said, he done said I done tore up this equipment. He asked my dad about it. He said what he did. My dad said, he tore that equipment up. That man said, you fired. Get off my property. He said he don't tell lies. Flat fired the white man over the black. What that tell you? I'm trying to tell you, we lost that. We lost that. You just fired a white man based on what a black man just said. Because he knew, I know damn well you lying. That man ain't gonna lie. That man, you a white man too, and I'm a white. That man know he gonna put himself out there. He ain't stupid. He told me he was fired. You gone. He said, man, don't lie to me. You fired. Got rid of him. These people, they know it was white black folk. If they told white folk they knew they gave him something, that word, that got that. Yeah. I ain't quite listen. I already know what type of person you are. I know how you do stuff. I don't just take it because I done watched you. Why you think they made up where we all liars now? Man, you'd be something. You have a black man, something, he tell you something. I'm telling you, if you knew him to have credit, I ain't saying no, please do not go tell me I say black folk don't tell a lie. Your ass a lie for no reason. So you're definitely a liar. That's the system. But we had people that had credibility. And when they said something, you could take that, like folks said, you could take it to the bank. I'm trying to tell you now, them folks tell you I bust your damn head open, you can take it to the bank. Shut your mouth. That thing happen now, your head finna be bust open. Don't try it now. Bust my head. The damn thing split open. Cause they look at it, they can't lie. They like, I ain't gonna be lying if I tell I bust your damn head open now. Don't try me. Be like, take me at my word. Y'all ain't know old folks used to say stuff like that? You grow up the country, don't grow up, they tell you something. They tell you they'll kill you dead. Just to show something here. Listen, don't try to kill who? You done already dead. You don't even know it. I'm trying to tell you now, they ain't play that stuff, man. I remember my daddy told him, he said he bought them bullets, bought some bullets. Every bullet had to have a kill. He said daddy buy him 2 bullets. He said he buy him 2 boxes. He said, bro, my uncle, they called him red, had them blue eyes. He ain't give a damn about nothing. He said that joker wouldn't work to save his life. He said one day them bullets just shot them damn bullets up. His dad told him how to kill him. He said daddy came home, he looked there, he said found out them bullets was shot up. He was going to get a gun. He said, I'm finna kill that damn nigga. He went to get a gun. His older brother ran through, grabbed the gun, and ran out the house and ran to keep him from killing him. He said, I don't kill your ass. You were good as dead. He told every bullet they had to have a kill for it. He said, my dad said, I didn't miss. He said, my dad didn't play. He like, you better not miss either. So that's a lot of pressure on the nigga, you can't miss. I tell you what, if I ain't hit your ass, I got to ring you down. I got to beat little holes in your ass. Look like I got to beat holes in your ass. Look like I shot you up. Right. So I'm just saying they put that kind of pressure on them to be able to do stuff. And them old folk told you stuff. Old folk tell you, if old people tell you something, you take it. Cause you let them folk live, you ain't got no reason to be telling. I mean, I ain't got no reason to be telling y'all no lies. I ain't got no coat. Eventually, y'all, if y'all live on the remake, you're going to know. Y'all going to see who lied to you. Y'all live on, these folks, y'all going to see for yourself who lied to you. Let these folks like, oh, preacher talk, go on with your little half ass and think school going to get everything. School getting y'all bare minimum. None you using that you getting from them, you're going to be able to really use out here in real life. You might be able to use on the job, but you're going to have a life that's going to consist outside that job. They're going to be things you need to start considering you getting jobs. Everybody think it's just getting a job, a lot of these jobs, and going for them for the money. You'll tie your ass into a whole lot more responsibility. Nobody don't give you nothing for nothing. Everybody going to tie you into something. They going to lock your ass into something. You got to look, sometimes you look and say, well, sometimes it ain't about to pay. Looking at, I don't want to get myself tied into that. I don't have your shit. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't do nothing. I'm tired of all your shit and your ass somewhere vacated, laid up, and my ass stressed out. Then you keep this shit right here. I'm just being some stuff they'll lock in. Them folks ass somewhere to sleep. They vacation. That pressure on your ass. Sometimes you be looking at that money. That money ain't worth it. Be like, yeah, it ain't worth it. Y'all go ahead and keep it. Hey, but that's crazy. I wouldn't walk. If I get that money, go ahead and get that money. You'll see why folks left. You finally say, why is it open? The money's so good. Shouldn't know about the job. Shouldn't never be open. Because folks are winding getting locked in and realize sometimes how much responsibility they put on you. And you had to start. Y'all young people need to learn that. I tell you, the first thing you do something for the love of it. Do something because that's something you want to do. That's the first thing you want to look at. I want to do that. Y'all got it? The money need to come out too. So if the money don't match what you're doing, it's the worst shit you ever do in your life. It's going to take too much from you. Like this, I love it. This 24/7. But this is something I want to do. That makes a difference. Y'all got it? Pay damn sure ain't bad either. I make sure that work out too. But at the end of the day, I really do it because that's something I really love to do. See, I heard a man say years ago, if you do something you love, so you'll never work a day in your life. I'll be damned by that now. I work my ass off. I don't know where they got that part, but they sold me on that with that. That's what they told me now. I said, if you do something you love, so you'll never work a day in your life. I work my ass off. So maybe I don't live it like I need to. No, but I think in the end what people should look at is not it's pressing on me. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact it's something I want to do. That's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to be able to sit down and be able to make a decision based off of something. This is what I want. A lot of us got into career opportunity based off of this was open. We had to do something. You know, I'm telling you, when you get stuff like that happen to you, sometimes you'll get stuck into something and you can never get to what you like. You don't want that. How many of y'all have done that or done it? Tell them. They don't know it, tell them. Share the old money before you know it, you locked into something and now you just got to make it work. Versus, this is something I've always wanted to do. This is something I want to do. This is something I love. I got into some things like that. I never thought about it. I never thought I'd be a preacher, but you know, I'm here and I like what I do. It works out for me. Y'all got it, but I've been in situations, stuck with situations, a job. You just there. You just got to, at that point, that's what you got to do. These are your choices, limited. So you guys get an opportunity to be able to broaden your horizon, really set back now and decide about what you want to do and then look at what comes with it. Because anything you want, how much you love it, it comes with something. Don't ever believe, oh, if you love, no, don't get in your mind, get in something that's because I'm not going to go to the military. They gave me that paper, trying to pick a school. I went that whole thing. That man, so what you want to do? I said, nothing. He said, don't worry about it. He said, you can pick him. He said, you can pick something later on. I looked at that damn thing, I was looking. Every time I looked at that, I saw I said, ain't going to be work. I said, nope. I got through that brush, I told him, nothing. And that was, I was like, hell, I didn't want to do that shit. I was like, man, I was sick of school. I had been in school for 12 damn years, and not to mention nursery. I'm sick of school. I don't want no more school. Anything I do, I just want to walk in and just do it. I don't give a damn if I ain't trained. Just let me do it. Isn't that right? Man, I was so fresh out. Listen, I applaud all y'all that went to college. I went, but I couldn't stay that long. A couple of weekends, that was it. But hell, I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to see no more books. I ain't want to write another damn thing down. I ain't want to see another teaching. I ain't want nobody to tell me that. I was just tired of it. How many of y'all kids feel like that? One kid. You tell them. All right, who are you going to be with them? All right. I'm going to teach you how to change brakes. Because you got to get it now. You still young. You might be sick of it. That's what I try to tell y'all. I'm going to try to move forward. You will see fit. They're one of them lies that won't hurt them. I won't be before y'all too long. Nobody get hurt on this one. Like I said, one of them lies that don't hurt nobody, one of them good ones. But now, try to get what y'all can while you're there. Because once you get out, you can't ever go back and repeat and get that. Try to get what you can while you're there. Y'all got it? You'll be surprised at what it look like insignificant as you keep living in your life. Different things you learned when you were young, you're going to be surprised. It'll come back up and it's going to spark. You're going to be like, I never thought I used that. They'll tell you, people, you keep living, the things you learn, hold on to them. Because I'm telling you, it's coming back up again. I used to think some of that stuff, man, this is a waste of time. Then you'll hit, say what you say. This crazy. I remember this in elementary or something come up, something you like, something I was like, this didn't make sense because you got to live. So you got to learn how to take what you can get because you don't know what situation you're going to get in later and where you're going to be able to use it at. You know what I'm saying? Better yourselves while y'all got the opportunity. You won't get any more free education you're going to get him. Ask questions. Get involved. And stuff out there, I ain't want to get involved. Shit, I ain't want no coming up. Get involved. They got groups. Listen, get involved. I'm going to tell y'all why. You'll be surprised that some of them kids that you're going to meet, you're going to get with, going to wind up doing something with their life. Be that. Go ahead and be that little long gun. Stay by yourself, little nerd ass somewhere off somewhere. Don't do nothing. Get involved in them groups. I ain't talking about no gangs. I'm telling you. Am I making this up? I'm trying to tell you. You'd be surprised. My wife like that. She was a little nerd ass where she meet her, know her. She still know them damn folk and reach out and talk. I like that shit crazy, weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks, them folks all did something with themselves. You know what I'm saying? And getting in all them little groups and shit pay off. They know her and she knows them. I be like, y'all some weird ass people. But that's me, because where I come from, you know, nah, I don't do nerds. You know what I'm saying? We like that. You don't even talk to a nerd. You move, let somebody get him, use a nerd. You get in front of him. You don't want nobody like you behind him in a lunch line. But her, you know, oh, that's my friend. Oh. I said, yeah, you're a nerd ass. You know, y'all do that kind of stuff. But you want to know people, get involved. You'll be surprised who you can meet, you can get in touch with that can be a benefit to you later. Let them other people around the school stay dumbass and don't deal. I'm telling you, you're going to see later. Get yourself involved with some of them groups because later on they can help you. Not the gangs, not the gay groups. But I'm telling you, they got groups and different things you get into, enrichment programs, you want to get in them. We had Discovery when we was in elementary. I should have went. They're like, yeah, Discovery, take out, learn something. I discovered stay man right there in that class. I ain't trying to go nowhere and learn that. I was in the 5th grade. I know everything I need to know. And that's what got me there with Jeff Bodine from Beverly Hill Building. Yeah. He graduated from the 6th grade. Right. Smarter one in the whole Clampton family. Right. He had that other. He said, not equal not is not. He said, you dog it. He said, you ought to hear that boy cipher, didn't he? He like a cipher too. He could read. I said, man, Jeff Rose was so damn smart. I was like 6th grade, I'm coming out. Hey, they were rich. Yeah, right. I'm coming out 6th grade. So y'all take your time, get what you can get, learn to make friends. I'm telling you, learn to make friends. Don't try that little art shit now. I'm telling you, they'll say. It'll be people you get out here, just like I remember someone saying how college was inessential, was not essential in a sense, but it can also put you into meeting people. You'd be surprised how many people that you meet in college that really can party, but they also stay focused on what they were doing, and these people go out and create and become something. And these are people you can reach back out to that know you and be like, I can give you a leg up, or I know somebody to put you in contact. I know attorneys and other people, you know, doctors, other people. You'd be surprised. I think I used an attorney before too for some business I had to do. So you'd be surprised at knowing people and having a good rapport with people will pay off later for you. So y'all want to know how to treat people. I'm telling you, it'd be beneficial to y'all later now. Don't be like these folks here don't know no damn about it. Everybody know you got to go through somebody else to try to find somebody, and somebody got to try to give accreditation of you. I had somebody want me to get some accreditation for them. I said, I wouldn't be the best person. That'd be from him. I said, I couldn't do it. You want to be able to be somebody that people can speak well to you when it's needed. People can give a rep. Y'all know that? Treat each other. Some of y'all going to be somebody. And I'm going to want to borrow something from you. Which one of y'all going to be somebody? Some of y'all done took too long. I'm going to need to borrow something later. Ain't that right? That is you going to be somebody? I'm going to borrow from you now. I'm going to take from you now. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. How much money you got? How much money you got? Huh? Oh, he said, can't show his hand. I had to rob you later. When the sun go down, walk outside, I'm going to come out there and meet you. But that's what we got to do. Teach y'all how to make friends. Teach y'all how to communicate. Teach them how to meet people. Show yourself friendly so people help you out later on. All right? You're going to make it out here, you got to learn how to deal with people. Don't let these folks, I'm telling you, a lot of folks, they ain't never going to tell why they don't know how to communicate. It's can't communicate, hard as hell. A fly on the wall to lead their ass. You can't make, out here with people, I'm telling you, you got to be a conversationalist. I'm telling you, when I got my way, people got to know, you got to better hold a conversation. You got to be people conversation. You got to better, I'm telling you, man, you got to, people got to pick you up on that person that you got to strike them. They say, I want to do something with you. I like you. I'm telling you, people got to pick that up about you. That's how I do what I do. People pick up, like, your conversation. You know, I like you. Yeah, I want to do something with you. Yeah, yeah. People don't, not that. I said, their ass ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna make it out here like that. It's gonna be hard. Everything you're gonna do it, you don't have to work too hard to do it. You know what the book tells him? He that had friends. Got any friend? No, I don't have no friend. I wonder why. Gotta know how to show yourself friendly. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, man, I can communicate with anybody. I don't care what level they on, white or black, it don't make no difference. I'm a people person. Let's get it every time. Got to be a people person. I sell a lot of book stuff. A lot of them got the books in it. The problem they got, nobody going to know it because they don't say it. They don't open the damn mouth. That's right. So whatever you know, nobody want to know it anyway. Hell, you don't talk. So I never know what you know anyway. So nobody want nobody got to keep dragging and pulling your ass to do nothing. You just got to show yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's an aura you have. You come into place and people pick it up and people see about you and people like you and people take a liking to you and people like, I just like you. I like your personality. I like the type of person you are. I like how you deal. I like how you do things. People want to do stuff with you. When people look at you not that type of person, people don't waste time with you. There's too many people out here to waste time with you. People ain't got time to pull teeth with people to do nothing. I know y'all like they say, I always been told, stay real quiet and don't say nothing. People know how dumb you are. You can believe that you want to. I know you dumb. And you ain't said shit. Don't let nobody fool you now. I don't know where folks get that stuff from. Elon Musk run the hell out of their mouth. Donald Trump. Quiet as a church mouse. No, sir. I don't know where they get that shit from. They phone me time. These guys know what they got to do. You got to do business with other people. I don't care what you got. Your money going to stay unless you know how to talk. You got to communicate and people want to do business with you. So a lot of stuff these folks tell, don't believe that stuff. They can try. They want to ask some of the other folks doing business. They'll tell you that stuff don't work. Don't fool them. You got to be a people person out here. Isn't that right? All right, we ain't going to tell everything today. We're going to let them try to go ahead and move on. Y'all get ready to sound that Katos around. Now, Jonah going to be somebody. Oh, yeah. Crazy ass. He ain't going to run from no fight. Y'all be messing around now. Jonah going to be my man. Ain't that right, Jonah? I want to borrow something today. Will he work today? Right. Trying to tell you. Listen, you pick it up on it early. You see it. Jonah ain't scared to have no conversation. I don't know what the hell he be talking about, but he'll tell it to you. Jonah, come in. He said, dun, 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 dun. He said, dun, 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 dun. I said, yep. That's it, too. He ain't scared to say it now. He ain't gonna back down from that now. He keep it moving. I saying that Jonah gonna, y'all look back now. Don't try to go that bar in there from that. Jonah, who said it first, Jonah? That mean I'm gonna need to borrow something. Anybody saying that for free now? They're going on live stream all across the globe now. I'm gonna need to borrow something later. That's some more addict gonna do, so I gotta watch him. If I don't get, I'm gonna rob him. It's up to you. You can give it over peacefully. I'm gonna rob you later. I see y'all. I see my young lady. I see Gavin. What you gonna do, Gavin? You don't know? I told him it's still time. We're gonna find. You say you want to be a bio. That's too many words. But you go ahead and do it though. Bio. He gonna buy some engineers. If you get a good price on them, you can sell them and make some interest. Ain't that right? He can sell them, he can make them some interest. That's how I do. I'm gonna tell you this. I tell you this. So when you grow up and you make money, you remember, buy low, sell high. Yeah, that's right. Ain't that right? I'm telling you, that's how you do it. Listen, they folks talking about going to school. I know somebody. I trained that guy to do some stuff. Every time I told him to do something, he done the opposite of what I told him. Every time I told him. And his favorite in him, you my teacher. I'm just following what you tell him. I'll be damn, he don't do the opposite of what I tell him to do. It been every time. And you know what I wanted? He come in every time he tell me? You told me. Every time. You told me. This out here all the time. You told me. You told me. You told me. I set his ass up with an agent. Listen. I pulled some strings, set that joke over somebody. That joke on the plane, told him, said, listen. Got it. He said, I'm going to land. I'm going to get back with you. This joke is set. I'm going to take care of you. God should do it. Put it to God. Got it. Dude told him, said, listen. Said, Pastor Smith, tell you something. Said, do what he telling you. I didn't ask you just tell. He said, listen. He said, you listen to the right person, follow him. Damn, he ain't talked to somebody. Never been an agent before, never done it. But I known them since high school, and I'm gonna let them be my agent. Damn it, they effed up everything. I said, F that up for a while. I said, you think you can call back and talk? I don't know why people like going opposite. I said to somebody, listen, the man connected. This is done. Listen, dude told him, done. I take care of it. Don't worry about it. I take care of it. I just got to land. I'll get back with you, do it. Damn it, he moved, did something totally different. Somebody never been an agent. How successful can you be getting somebody a contract you never been an agent before, Boston? But I know you in high school, and you finna start out, and I trust you. Damn collapse. Folks, it's so hard to get people to listen, and in here too, it be, woo, woo. It'd be so hard to get folk to listen. For some reason, they'll see this shit like, I know what he said, but damn, I'm finna take off and run a hole. They like their ass, they just gonna run off somewhere totally different. Be like, listen, I just told you something. I do know some people. I could pull a string, call somebody, and get this done. They told us, listen to Pastor and say he's telling you right. That's who you need to listen to. And like when they said that, they just said, don't pay a damn thing attention, nothing he said. Go somewhere totally different and just waste all that damn time. When I try to tell you something, I don't know everything, but if I tell you something, I can get you to somebody, or I know somebody, I'll help you to get where you need to go. I said them in the business, do it. Done effed up so many damn times. Trust everybody. I said over and over, why you keep doing it? Why you keep, because it's like people want to show you, I have been him, I just want to show him I can do it myself. Expense. Money wasted, time wasted, crashing. It like, why do people like to hurt themselves? Why do you like to just go around the hard way when you just look at somebody? You do this. You've been doing this. I see, listen, I done show them accounts. I done seen it all done. Everything I showed them done. Done. What to do? I'm going to try something different and lose their ass every time. You know, I heard for that. It's like, why are people always want to try the hard way to do stuff? It's an easier way to do things. It's a lot of times people don't just want to take the time to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Really get the experience of learning and getting it from the ground level so you understand how things work. It's like, no, I just want to know it all myself or try it myself. It's a lot of stuff we can avoid if we work together. And I said, how I could put up with him and deal with him though? Hell, I got members the same way. So that's why it don't never hurt me. I say, I have it all the time. It's like, it's nowhere in the world somebody knows something, you know something, and I'm going to try something totally different than what you know. That's like, what would I get out of that? Why would I risk the loss? Why would I risk the time? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll waste so much time going backwards, losing time versus going with somebody that got experience. Anything we're doing here, you see people continue to do it, it's because somebody already went through the roughing end of the loss, you know what I'm saying, the miscalculations. All these things have already been done. So it's like, why you got to go through it so you can feel like you know something? I don't know. For whatever reason, I just put that out there because I think about some of y'all. And I know they'll still do it. It's just simple. For whatever reason, it just makes sense to just try it. Because you see a YouTube video or something like that. Or your dead cousin, he did it too for a week. And he was finna do something. And he got killed doing it, and you gonna try it. It's like, just take your time, people. Y'all got me? Focus on your salvation. Quit doing stuff the hard way. Take our time. I'm telling you, if we're gonna build a nation, we gotta start learning. Use the experience we have so we can grow ourselves to be better. Y'all got it? All right. Say it there. Come on, good man. Good men, please. Appreciate y'all. We'll see how long we be up here today. We'll time it. Y'all know we starting that for those that are watching that don't know what we're reading. We're looking at, what's that, the Beth HaMashiach? It's this program that we're using for those that are watching, so you can look it up yourselves and you can watch and follow along. And I encourage you to use your King James version as well, so you can just kind of see the differences. That way you can make a conclusion for yourself. Now we might go back over, we might look at the 3 different versions with the King James version, the Latin version, and the Greek version. It just depends. We're trying to go through and just kind of examine. Our whole goal and objective is make sure we get it right. Again, I ain't sold on nobody. A lot of time you read and you watch these people, that's a lot of stuff that you had to consider. That's a lot of work we're going to have to do. It's a lot of work. I think in order to get y'all minded to be able to, willing to do it, is to consider the situations around us. There's a lot of stuff I don't want to do, if I can avoid doing. I think in the state that we're in, it's a necessity that we have to do. The time we put in, and most of all the research involved, because a lot of time we've depended on other people to do our research. And when you're looking at other people do your research, then you kind of find yourself vulnerable to whether or not you've gotten true. And you look at some of these people's names and different things. We talked about the difference between the endonym and exonym. The endonym meaning named inside, language created with inside of. The exonym is being named and categorized by people on the outside. Just like we talked about with the Berbers, with there being the Amazigh, something like that, AMAZIGH. So with that being named, and you think about just logical, why would I name myself Free People, Free Man? If I hadn't been captured, I hadn't been owned by nobody, would I really have to name myself something that says I'm a free man? No. Makes no sense. Not logically, it wouldn't make it. If I'd never been captured, it wouldn't make sense for me to name myself free, unless everybody else around me was captured. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of things we kind of get thrown around with, and you go through and you research. And I tell you what I find with some researching, as Yahuah said, which is true, much studying is weariness to the flesh, because everything is argumentative. Everything you get, you can argue with somebody you want to. I assure you that does not make you right, or not unless you were actually there and you actually know. Everything you know is argumentative. There's nothing you have that's not argumentative, because you weren't there. You did with other people's research. When you look at what is the bibliographies that people have, which you go through and you start to look at where people got their research from. You just go for the autobiographies or the biography, but you don't look at where people get their research from. And which is more critical a lot of times. You're dealing with people, so you can see, does it make sense how you're sourcing your information? So a lot of times they leave us to devices to where it still puts us at arguing with one another, because it's not really conclusive. Y'all got it? Because everybody got a different titling for who we are. You know what I'm saying? They all have a different rationale. Some would say that Africa is actually an original name and it's not found, that is not actually named or given from any other white sources, which that's argumentative, very argumentative. The Latins and other people will play a part of it, the Greeks all play a part of it. So a lot of things are argumentative when you look at it. Some say it actually denotes witchcraft. Some said that Africa actually denotes, if you look at it from the Phoenician, that Africa had broken down actually refers to corn and fruit. What's the problem we got? No corn. Growing corn in Africa. But then you look at the grain wheat. But now wheat, they tell you now, is coming from over in Ukraine. See, white people have gone to change everything around. It almost looks like it really doesn't make it, it makes it where it's hard to believe what you believe. Think about it. Why would Jerusalem, when our time periods are based off of wheat a lot of times. Not be growing wheat and you put in Ukraine. Because everything is about changing identities and truth. So now when you go and read, I'm telling you what, their goal and why I believe in the word is the fact that they put so much effort to discredit it. That's why I believe. They don't put effort in trying to substantiate it. They put the effort to discredit it. Just like with me and you. What's your credibility in America? What's your credibility? What does America say about you as a whole? Lazy? Is that true? So somebody worked to change your credibility, to formulate a new identity, to say black people are denoting all of them. What's another one? Criminal. Is that true that all black people are criminal? No. So somebody has changed your identity to create a new one and have worked to prove or to get to put out the disinformation that all black people are lazy and criminals. What's another one? Killing each other. Is that true? No. But see how they work to discredit. That's how you know that you had something. Because of the effort they put in to discredit. That's why I know that the word is right, because there's so much effort in them changing and translating, updating, and say, well, really, you say like this. So now they put the argument between us. So there's nobody, you can't really sell on anybody. When I use these different programs we read, let me make myself clear. I am a believer in Yahuah. I am a believer in the supreme ruler, okay? This is my belief. This is not fabricated. This is not thrown or made up, okay? I'm a believer that he is a proponent for righteousness. Y'all got it? In all aspects. Just base it down to the root, he is for right. Y'all got it? And the people that he will send down, he will validate, are people that stand for righteousness, rooted back down to what's right, okay? The people that play a part in putting these programs together aren't people that even believe in right. Strong was not a believer in right. Everybody sourced information from Strong. Okay? Briggs and everybody else, the folks, all these people were Methodists. Presbyterians. How could they be for right? When you research, you went all the way back and you can see whatever word you use, this word you using was never used. This is the original word. And this word denotes this action. It roots back to this, and it goes all the way back to the beginning, and your ass still come back out with Jesus. And you still a Methodist. None of this convinced you to change.
Right. Yep.
Yet I go to you to find out what the truth is. And you yourself don't even do it.
Nope.
And then you call your book Exhausted. I went through every aspect to get this down to the nitty-gritty truth, and I don't even believe it. That's scary. That's scary. Let me tell you why it's scary. When I came into the knowledge of, even before this, it changed me.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was a fornicator, an adulterer, and shacked up. When I found out you couldn't inherit, from that sparked me to look further and realize this has always been a premise he said. So I realized I couldn't fornicate no more, and I couldn't commit adultery. I couldn't shack up anymore. That wasn't even from research. That was from flat, plain reading here. Hearing this, it convicted me, weighing on me. Had I gone and searched fornication back to Zanuth, the Aubrey word, and gone back into and went that deep into it, I'd be even more convinced.
That's right. That's right.
They've done more research than I ever done or could do. So they say. Yet they stay with their religions. Now, that's scary. That tells me a man can read, find truth, and still don't walk in it. Yep. So when Yahushua said, you shall know the Amat, and the Amat shall make you free. So is he literally saying just knowing it, or comprehending to the belief of, walking in? Because these people found some truth. Yet they're still bondage and bound into falsism. So don't get yourself sold on just reading is enough. They holler what the fundamental, they're called the fundamental. Reading. Is that true? Because the man was riding the Ethiopia that was coming from Jerusalem. What was he doing? The fundamentals. And he still couldn't comprehend. It's needful for us to have these conversations because we'll move from this program, we'll look at another program because you have to. You gotta get this, you gotta get a collage of this stuff to really sit down to look at. I try to look at the premise, okay? The premise of what he'll establish. If you think, because at first these folks will say you like, oh, this is direct wording from him. And it's not. You had so many people that have gone and translated, quote unquote, transferred over. So then, like this gentleman who's taking this and giving you the Greek, the first writing of the Greek was like one of the older writers, I won't call it the first writing of them, and then I come over to a newer style writing, and then he'll translate it back over to English. And all this is supposed to be in your original writing. There's a lot of people that did a lot of reading and writing, and they try to get it back over to what my original word intent was, and which one of my words I do, because sometimes I have more than one word that would denote a statement. Y'all got it. And in saying that, they know it now. You tell me you know which one I would have used at that time. That's a lot of information for you to know not to be there. Now, we already lost books. We lost books. Sefer, not the one sing a different book, burned during the destruction of Jerusalem is the belief. Okay? We got time periods that it's believed that our books were burned, lost, damaged. Azara, who they call Israel, is believed to have gone back to copy out our writings and put them back, which means he'd have had to been scribe. Got to be able to write. That he wrote it. Personally, it's believed, I think in the 5th chapter book of Azara, that he went back for about 3 yariks and went back and copied all of them out. Now you got to remember, you're copying out burned writings. So what's going to happen when you copy burned writings? You're going to lose some stuff, and you're going to go from memory. That's the thing. That's the key thing from us. The problem, well, not the problem, a practice we had was the constant speaking with one another. Because now people, this is what people don't realize. Okay, first of all, when you came into the synagogue, okay, what we gather, okay, everybody get their book. Open your book up. What's the problem? One had the book, which means everybody else is listening. Which means things are being recited, now you remember them. You don't go say, get me the book of Isaiah, chapter 19. There is no chapter 19. There is no verse nothing. All you do, if you look at Shaul, you'll hear Shaul, they'll go back and they'll write what he said. It'll be somewhat different because a lot of things was being recited back. You basically bring it down, they say, in layman terms. They said, well, it's different than here because he basically saying layman terms because people didn't have copies of the book. Only people that had copies would have been the scribe, well, the scribes, the writers, because they were writing the Kohan, or then you're going to look at the Malak, the emperor. He would have had a copy. He was told he had to have a copy, copied out for himself, that he would have, but individual people wouldn't have had a copy. This would have only been something that would have been for people in authority. Even when it come down to the Christian antics, it was never a thing that people had copies. See, Christians at any point, all points, even up to James Point, were ignorant people that couldn't even read. They were being recited. All they were doing was reciting. You know what's amazing? What people do, they always talk about, my granddaddy, my grandma, they couldn't read, but they sure could read the Bible. They learned how to recite. They were reciters. That's all they were reciters. People couldn't read. They couldn't read back earlier times in Christian antics and no other time. You never gave people books for them to read. We was talking about reading these styles. They put these things together for people. And they told you your fear of came from your leaders. Even Yahuah said, he said, the fear of me is taught how? Which means they were teaching the word. They were giving you their own concept. Did y'all not know he told you that? That the fear of me is taught by the precepts of men. Okay. Don't worry about it. Why am I telling y'all all this? Because I don't want to leave you stupid. I don't want you to sit somewhere and you just take on something and you believe that everything you read is direct true. I believe everything that he said is true. I don't believe these people gave it to you. not in its whole total capacity. We deal with a lot of fragment writings. And you got to remember, everybody had intents in their writing. And I definitely know you had a intent when this ain't even something you believe. Boston done a lot of research. Am I correct, Boston? You agree or disagree with what I said? I'm going to tell you what. Sir, go ahead. Exactly right.
It's like you're so pure with the information or you got it from the direct source. Why is it not changing your beliefs or is this just like a story?
That's exactly. For those that couldn't hear, I know people don't know what exactly. He was saying how it causes confusion because when people are reading, a lot of times people don't look at these. I told y'all I'm a big proponent for. Let me look at the writer. Briggs and Stratton, these people don't believe in your writings. These people are all Christians. They're Protestants. These people be Methodists. These people all follow a whole nother faith belief. And like he's saying, this is what you have to remember. You guys were convicted off of English writing. That they went back and said, I take every word that you use and I'll show you what the word actually was. So the word you were convicted on ain't even the right word. I know what the right word is, and I know where it roots from. I know how it was used. I know the English word, more than that one English word got you, is used, is other words that run that actually tie into it. They make them almost like a synonym. To where these are another way you can use the word that all denote back to this one word. So I have deeper understanding you have about it, yet you were convicted by the one English word. I read it, researched it, found out where it came from, did all the work, and I don't believe none of it because I'm still something different. Still something different. How you gonna be a Methodist, a Presbyterian, and not believe in Jesus? Is that possible? According to that faith, is it possible? I'll show you. I'm saying, speaking from the end, I'll show you the name Jesus and show you where it translates over to and where it came from and where it rooted from, and that Jesus is nowhere in similar proximity of the name of the word, and I still believe in Jesus. That's why I talked to y'all before I just jump in. I just don't want nobody to throw no book in my face. I need to first know. I taught y'all, I want to give y'all the opportunity, I'm talking to you, that you can leave. And I'm not telling you that to offend you. I'm telling you don't let nobody insult you anymore. Because you're going to open up your heart. You're going to open up your mind through your ear. I'm going to be able to place set two places with you, in your mind and in your heart. And that's a critical place to let a man or woman in, and you don't know what they stand or what they even believe. I might not agree with none of your ideology. We might be good here, but I need to know what your ideology is because I might not agree with that. And although you say that, because of your ideology, I feel like it will play a part of how you look at this. This is why I talk to you guys and tell you where I'm at. No illusion, no lies, no games with you. You need to know that. And if you feel differently and you feel that's not where I'm at, I don't see that, then you got that opportunity before you get here and you open your heart and your mind. Y'all remember, what was that? Total Recall. Who watched Total Recall? The first, I'm talking the real one. I'm talking I don't know. I know damn Mark Wahlberg and no Total Recall. Go back to shoot or somewhere. Ain't that right? You got white Arnold Schwarzenegger. When I see him, you know what I call him by when he come around my place? I call him nigga. Ain't that right? I ain't got time to put all that Schwartz in the front of it. I said, what's up, nigga? Ain't that right? Every time he come around my place, most happening place. So when he went, y'all remember when he opened up, he Omar Quado talked to him, what he told me to do? How is he going to get him back to Total Recall? Open his heart? If I get the mind, I get the heart. That's all. It's a move. He kept telling him to do it. Open your mind. So the only thing kept him from being where he needed to be was he had a closed mind. That's what keep you from actually validating yourself and being a better people. Your mind closed. I know they look at me, I look at me. I know I'm a joke, I'm a laugh at the people. Preach so great, preach. I'm humorous in a lot of areas, but at the same time I speak truth. I'm just dumb enough to believe that we can liberate ourselves. I'm just dumb enough to do it. I'm just dumb enough. We ain't got to go stockpile no weapons, and we ain't got to go get no white leader, and we ain't got to go get Jesse and none of these people. We need everyday individual people who have a conviction and who have a caring about your damn self. That's all they're, a bunch of people that care about themselves, who feel and know that everything that happens relates to them. When it happens to another person that look like them, then you're related, and it's related to you. It affects you. Then you got to start caring enough that you start changing the dynamics of things that affect you. Y'all found out that we number one in what disease? Diabetes. What typically causes diabetes? Hypertension. Not necessarily. They will run together. They will run the same area. Typically going to be the diet, which now that will affect that too. So now this what doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to keep having the conversation about the so-called Negro health problem as diabetes, then unless we know what causes diabetes. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Then we start looking at the causes of diabetes, then you start to eliminate that. That's right. That's how you fix the problem. We don't just eliminate it through talking about it and telling people. We keep worried about we need to get care for diabetes. We need to correct diabetes. Correct it. That's what we got to do, correct it. It's just an insulin issue. And your body already has insulin. It creates its own insulin. Insulin is the strongest hormone in your body. So we have to learn how to activate, just like with kidney failure. When a lot of people do it, we have to learn how to jumpstart and start the kidney back instead of everything is removal. That's the same thing they do us in the system. You get rid of a bad person. Why we can't correct them? They do it. That's right. Trump a bad person, why he ain't in prison? Right, exactly. Because they feel like he can be rehabilitated. Yep. Although he called people to go to the Capitol, nation Capitol, and order the killing of two of the three of the top people in the United States. Yes, sir. And the whole Congress. Yet they feel he can be rehabilitated. I get a young black man, he shoots Cam, hypothetically. I got to kill him. He can't be used no more. Young black man breaks into a house. I can't use him anymore. I got to destroy him and throw him away. Yep. They broke into the nation's house. Yes, sir. There's never been a crime bigger than that. That's right. Yeah, all those people will be rehabilitated. Yes, sir. None of those people will be given a death penalty. Nope. None of those people given life in prison. Nope. These people getting house arrest, 4 years, federal, which means their ass will be out in low minimum security prison. Because when you really look at it, they was just fighting because they felt like their vote was taken and they didn't have a voice. That's the same damn reason I'm standing up. I don't have a voice. I feel like my rights been taken about it. And I don't want to be looked at as a criminal. I want to look at a person who just wants to stand up and demand that I be treated fairly. Yes, that make sense? Yes, sir. That's all I'm saying. We ain't got to throw away everybody we got. What they say? So I get the baby. Come on, we got any babies in here? Ryan, you got a baby. You ever have a baby, your daughter? You know what I mean? You ever notice the water change? The water get dirty? The water change? So what you do with the water? Once you drain the baby out too, the baby was dirty. That's all I'm saying. Let's not throw the baby out with the bad water. Let's just change the water. That's all we got to do. But see, you clean the baby up. I said we can clean up a lot of our people. Not all. There's a lot of people we can rehabilitate. We can clean them up. You just got to be willing to put something. But then you also got to acclimate them to seeing something better. If we don't do that, then the process is useless. Don't try to rehabilitate them without having something besides ideas. You got to have opportunity. That goes with rehabilitation. They want to know. We try to sell rehabilitation for people got in jail. I get them a job. I get them a job making $4 an hour, and I put them in a halfway house. Then that's good. That's all cash, all capital, all keep, no lights, no water. They got in jail, same job, $4 an hour. I got to pay rent. I got to pay light bills. I got other bills I got to pay. I want to buy stuff. I need a car to get around. They had transportation to get me to work or put me on a bus line. I ain't on a bus line. $4 ain't gonna work. I create a more heinous crime so I can go back to prison. And know they said, we tried to help his ass. Yeah. Did you help me or did you hurt me? You set me back up to go to prison. Because this wasn't practical. I wasn't paying lights. I wasn't paying nothing. See, it ain't hard to see the program. It's not giving you real opportunity to rehabilitate you. I'm actually sending you to create another crime when I bring you back this time. I'm justified in not letting your ass out. That's why I say you can't accept everything you give you, because it's got a hidden agenda behind it. I can't make money. Listen, I can't make money as a prison owner if I'm sitting here and people getting out, they ain't coming back. I got to keep waiting on new people. See, the program that I'm offering our people, we're going to start creating new people. We're going to make old people change. Yeah. Because we're going to force you into change. You ain't given but a couple of times to do this. We're done. So we got to force their hand in the change. Sometimes you got to force people into change. That's how Yahuah got us here to force me into change. I ain't just walking here willy-nilly on my own. I came because I was forced into change. Let me see, die, or you can change and do what I tell you to do. Hell, this ain't hard. I ain't trying to die. Cut opportunities out. I can't keep you no opportunity. I ain't after the 16th time. Hell no, we ain't doing no 16. We're going to make this real short. And we're going to make it hard for you until you kind of break. We got to break the psychosis. It's the thinking that the so-called Negro man has you got to change. You got to make him think to become a survivor. You got to make him think to become somebody, be productive, to want to portray an image that somebody can follow, anybody can respect. That's what I want to give him. He don't have a choice. I won't accept no other image. Other than that, we'll give your ass to somebody else. We'll put, you know what I'm telling you what we'll do too? We'll put your ass up for bid. Anybody want to trade out somebody productive from another race for a lazy, no good ass nigga? When they don't want you, all we're going to be doing is sitting there loading that double barrel shotgun. So they auction finna end in a couple of minutes now. Now you got a choice, you know what I'm saying? Joe said, I can see myself doing better. So it's up to you. Because the auction ended. When that auction ends, that's it. I know they might say it's critical, but let's just be honest. We are so far behind, we can't afford another so-called quote-unquote black man to make a mistake. I'm talking about critical. We ain't saying you can't miss a bid, you can't do something. We can't afford you making a critical mistake that hurt all of us. That you go out here and you do something, and now the call on APE, 6 foot black man, 233 pounds. You know who they're looking for? A guy this tall, a 10-year-old. Y'all heard the call. Now this kid, can I borrow your son? Can I borrow it for a second? Can I borrow it for a second? Look him. The police are looking for a 6 foot tall, approximately 240 to 250 pounds, dark-skinned with dreads, between the age of 30 and 35. This is our primary suspect right here. Now, don't let him fool you. Y'all don't know about the nigga. The nigga will bend his knees to look shorter. He knows how to take his dreads and pat them where they go down on his hair. And this was, and you know what, we are able to laugh because it's humorous. But you know what's funny though? What's really funny is the fact this is real. This is really real. And this will be justified. And some police officer, white, will jump out of his car, and he's moving fast. And we'll get a trainer from some other expert trainers who say, "First, you good? First of all, let me tell y'all. Any of y'all police, good. All right, let me tell you something. First of all, when you dealing with a high situation." And real-time moving. See, you guys looking at TV, you probably watch Law and Order and Stable and them and Ice-T and all them people. But when you jump out real-time moving, you moving so fast. Gotta see him again for a second. When I'm coming out and I pop out my car, and let me see him. Turn around and face me. When I'm jumping out my car and I got the call, 6 foot black man, dreadlocks down the middle of his back, 200 or probably 230 to 235 pounds between the age of 30 and 35. When I'm running, I'm riding, all I'm thinking about is saving lives. I see him and he's in a yellow convertible Mustang. I'm running in my car, I'm rolling. I pop up on this guy, him walking. I'm looking at the yellow Mustang, 6'1", 235 pounds between 30 and 35. Gun! Boo, 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 boo. And first thing y'all do is start criticizing, say all I want to do is kill a black man. Now that's wrong, because I really do my job. And you ain't gonna believe it. I had a black friend one time. So when you moving at high speed like that and you're in pursuit and you coming, and I see him walking and he looks right similar to what I'm looking for, dark skinned, they call it charcoal skin. When you coming out broad daylight, I mean, I got to move. And all I kept thinking about, I might not go home and see my kids. So, you know what I'm saying? So when all that come up on the scene, not guilty. You're good. Appreciate it. And make sure you return that convertible Mustang. So that's in a sense reality, not to that extreme. But how many times the wrong person who don't even meet the description gets shot? Right. That's why we can't afford for a quote-unquote man of color to make another mistake, something critical that endangers all of it, and he has to know this. We got to hold you accountable. We got to make you, listen, you got to feel like, you got to make them know you're part of a team now. Hey, when you're a part of a team, you are starting point guard. We can afford your ass to be suspended. You suspended for school, you can't play. You are a quarterback, we can't afford for you to be doing that. We need you. You gotta make them know they're part of a team and we need you to be productive. You fail the whole team. But if you're leaving it where, you your own man, yeah, be your own man in some area, but you gotta be a committed man to your race. Give something back. Quit putting everything on Martin Luther King, everybody and they contributing, everybody's contributing. What you contributing? And you might think nothing. Every day you get up and you do your part and you don't take from us. Every day you get up, you don't take from us and you're productive, you helping us out. You one less we got to worry about. You one less I got to worry about trying to grab my wallet, trying to steal my car. My car parked by yours, me and you go in the same area and I don't know if this would be some shit. And your car just happened to be right out. And I'm one leg, and you were thinking some shit was going to happen with me. Y'all see that? We got to look at it. We owe each other that. Yep. Y'all got it. And what's happened, we feel like nobody don't owe nobody. Oh, you shit. Oh, you a damn thing. Sometimes in conversation, that's just not good because that's how you actually think. It's different, I don't owe you nothing. You accuse me saying I didn't pay you. That's another thing I say, I don't owe you nothing when I'm part of a race. I'm part of a nation. You're a damn liar. You do owe us something. Yeah. And we here to collect. Y'all got it. We got to change the conversation. Something we can't say no more. I don't owe you a damn thing. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Everybody. We all owe each other something. All right, let's look at this. Romans 15:4. We got to know why we're here. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever written before.
Nikatab to Lamidas.
That's it. And that is to young people. Look at that. Jordan beat y'all out so fast. These guys still back there thinking, Joker. That's right. The teachers, to instruct us, and to show us. Go ahead.
So that through endurance.
Quitting.
Endurance and through the Nakum of the Ketuvim.
What happened?
We might have Tikva.
That's it. Have that core, have a connection. I think I guess it's time for us to kind of look at the image we project, which is very important, what you project. Can we look at the word project? Oh my goodness. What no? What's in Swahili? Oh, an individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned to achieve a particular aim. What in the what? Project. Say what now? Same word. What we looking at something different. Project, the verb. Yeah. Estimate or forecast something on the basis or of present trend or data. So 2 and 3. Throw a cause to move forward or outward. That's project. Like some people do that when they talk, spit come out projectile. Cause light, shadow. This is where we're going to go. It calls a sound, especially the voice, to be heard at a distance. image oneself or situation as having moved to a different place or time. Project the image as having moved to a different place or time. Promote. I think for us, you said the last one? What's the last one? We're going into geometry. Within the four, which is what, present or promote? What's the next one? Oh, present someone or something in a way intended to create a favorable impression. I like that. I like that. Present someone or something in a way intended to create a favorable impression. And that's something that we haven't done. We haven't projected ourselves in that manner. And I think when we look up words, sometimes it gives us an opportunity to look at the definition of the word and then give us an opportunity to consider, do we really meet that criteria? Have we presented ourselves in a way that is favorable? And we're going to look at that from two aspects since we said it. We're going to look at it from a carnal standpoint in our everyday living, and then we're going to look at from how we present ourselves when it comes down to our salvation, to our salvation. Because if it's not in a favorable image, there's no reason for him to save us. Okay? It's tight. Let's see something. Let's look at, see, intent. Can we see what intent is? Intent. So we look at, we're trying to favor ourselves in an image or try to favor ourselves in favor to be favorable. Let's say intent, intention or purpose. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see something. Let's look at Barashit 126. They call it Genesis. I appreciate those of y'all that have the patience to kind of stay along with me. I know I might be kind of, I don't know, guess I'm real different on a lot of ends, but I'm really about truth. And to get to that, we have to run through so many different things, the source, to make sure you kind of got a directive. A lot of times people just kind of do stuff. That's why I start off with Romans 15:4, because it's kind of in a sense, there's no way to do something without some of you being a part of it or some of you being implemented into it. So even for me, I have to have a structure so I know what my limitations and what my boundaries are. You need the same. That's the purpose of the Torah. You need to know your liberties and you need to know your limitations. Those are the two things you need, your liberties and your limitations. As it said, to break it down in layman terms, the do and the do nots. What can I do and what can I do not to do? Y'all got it? So I need that structure. Y'all got it? So it allows me to know what I can do. Okay, this is Barashit, which they'll call Genesis, which means in the start or in the beginning. Rashit, first or in the first. Listen.
Then Elohim said, let us make Adam in our image, according to our likeness, and let them char over the fish of the yam, and over the birds of the shamayim, and over the cattle, and over all the arats, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the arats.
So what happened?
And Elohim created Ish in his own image.
That's it.
In the image of Elohim, he created him. Male and female, he created them.
So we'll look at, that was that's what he projected. He made you, he made me in his image, because remember, we looked at project, which is someone or something, and you're trying to project an image that's favorable. So we didn't ever look at, the question became, let's see something. It's said that the book of Abari, they call Hebrews chapter 2 and about 7. Well, no, back me up. Maybe see if it's 2, 1, 3, 4:7. Let me see. Abarim. They'll call it Hebrews, or Abari. Abari singular, Abarim plural. Might be 2 and 6. Let me see. Listen.
You made him for
What
a
verse
look.
that is? 7. So take me up about 3. All right, matter of fact, make it 1. Since we're there, I put 6. Make it 1. Listen.
Therefore, we have to pay more attention, which we have Shama, lest at any time.
Shama is the thing he's saying to pay attention. Because, I mean, if you think about it, Chris, Shama mean here with the intent to do. I don't think it would be logical that saying here with the intent to do and say we ought to give more attention to it other than saying we didn't pay attention to it. Because I think Shama in itself it denotes the behavior. If I'm listening with the intent to do, then I'm going to be careful anyway, because I'm trying to remember, I got to do this. So I need to make sure I pay attention. So the fact to me that he was saying that we ought to give more attention to it is to say that we've been listening, but we hadn't actually listened that we'll do it. Now, we'll look at why I made the statement, and we'll look at it from writings. I think that's Yahuah call. What's that, 34, 35? Let's see that, 34, 35? I think it is. Might be 35, 34. Yahuah call, they'll call it Ezekiel. Is it 34, 30? 31. Oh, no. So it's not 33. 33, 30. All right, 33, 30. So it's going to be worth some one day. I still ain't found the 150 difference between you and that snake in the grass, though. What's that, 33, 30? Let's see. Listen.
But as for you, Ben of Adam, the beneath of your arm are talking about you beside the walls and in the doorways of the bed. One speak to one, each with his ox, saying, come now and Shama what the debar is which comes forth from Yahuah.
See now? He's telling them to do that. That they need to come in here with the word that's from Yahuah. So if he's saying, they're saying, hey, come on, let's come. Come on, y'all, let's come in here. Let's come in here what Yahuah has to say. What happened?
They come to you as comes.
Just like the people come.
And sit before you as my arm.
And they sit before you like my people would do.
And Shama your dabarim.
They hear your word with the intent to do it.
But they do not do them.
So what they actually Shama? Or they become accustomed just as long as I'm listening, it's the same thing. Just like we doing here. And the proof is the results. See, this is what people, like, you know, people have the proof in the pudding. See, a lot of times we listen, we listen to say, I heard you. I hear you. How many times we done told somebody that we hear him, but we not really paying him no attention? That's what he was trying to get comfortable. See, you can get comfortable. You can get comfortable. Just like when he told Mushar. The difference is he could have said, Mushar, hear me. Just hear what I'm telling you. And he could have heard it, but he told him, do everything just like I show you. Now I got to pay attention differently. This is different because now I got to mimic. I have to mimic. Y'all get it? So that's a difference. So now, and preachers have used this against us because when we listen to the orator, the preacher, the person is, you know, elaborating it to us, we assume that he's given us exactly what he got from him. And now they've introduced homosexuality to us. They've introduced so many other behaviors. They've ushered in behaviors versus getting things out of us and getting us back to what we're supposed to actually project. You got it? When he told Nuach in the 6th chapter of the 6, 7, 9, 9th chapter of the book of Nuach, he told him, he set this man up back on the same premise. That how he set him over all these creatures. He had made him an Elohim. And over all these creatures, and everybody was going to be accountable if they did something to you, even the animals. Which means, what did he project that they saw that image they were favored to look at? I ain't gonna mess with you, it's too critical. Messing with you will cost me. Think about it. These walking around animals that you can't even walk up on. And that's because the image that we portray are not favorable. They have a snake whose whole pattern now is to hunt men. According to the 9th chapter of the book of Bar-Ashik, he'd have never done that. Because the image you would have portrayed, he would have knew, I can't do that. It won't be in my favor. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be in my favor. Y'all got what I'm saying? When Daud slayed the young man who killed Shaul, why did he slay him? Say it louder. What was written? He has something about him that's favorable to liking from him. And it won't be favorable for me to do anything against him. That's why Daud let him know, you shouldn't have done it. Because what he portrayed and what he showed should have let you know these are boundaries you can't cross. Let me tell you something. None of these nations could do anything they were doing to us if we portrayed the right image. If we projected the image he gave us, a lot of things we having conversation about, we wouldn't even be talking about it. That's how critical it is that we go back over and look at where did the breakdown happen. Let me tell you what they learned just on an oil you put in cars. When they build oil and they put it together, they put detergents inside of oil. These detergents are designed to protect and work with moving parts. What they've done when they do these oils, when they can give you the mileage change, they put these oils in these machinery and let them run to high speeds and temperatures, to cold weathers. And they start watching to see what? When it started to break down. You know what they say? Change it. At this mile and this time, we're going to either use mileage or we're going to use time. At this point, you need to do what? Change it. Otherwise, we're going to such a critical infrastructure loss. Y'all got it? When is the nigga going to change? I'm telling you, he done lost velocity. I'm telling the nigga he had breakdown. When is it time for change? You know what bad I know when it change? You know, I got people, they hear their car, they say, I don't need that stuff. I could tell the way my car started doing, it'll start, you said, I know my car need oil. I don't even have to check it. You don't know you need to change? That's bad you done got an ear to catch things about your automobile. That's a piece of machinery that can be changed out, swapped out, fixed, whatever. But you only got one time. One time. And you hadn't had your ear set to listen. In the book of Yahuah, he said he opened their ear to discipline. He opened their ear to discipline, which means they had to be listening with the intent to know when you see these behaviors, when these things start to come up, it's time for change. Because of what you're supposed to project is supposed to be favorable. It's something you change your oil, you can notice your car, it dries differently. It performs differently. You said, that's what it needed. That oil change made a difference. Why you hadn't paid attention when your breakdown happened? Right here. This is Sticker telling us, now he's telling us what's going to happen. Let's see. Because we're basing this based off when he told us, according to King James, therefore we ought to give the more to the things which we are, which only tell me I have not listened with the intent to do. I listened to say, I heard you. I get on my wife and I say this when I get on her, I tell her, you hear me? She said, I hear you. I want your full attention. I need eyes. She said, I don't listen with my eyes. I need your eyes too. I need everything. I don't need you looking nowhere else when I'm talking. I need to pay attention because I'm paying attention to movements, gestures, face, anything. Anybody like that? You know what I mean? So these men said, nah, but my wife like that with me. She made me sound. Everybody, I like that face. I need to see them eyes. I need to wipe it. Hey, I need to see, what's that? What? What's that, breathing? Oh, hell no, there ain't no breathing. You breathe a whole lot of time. You don't breathe like that. That means something struck you. I'm that type of person. I have to pay attention to stuff like nothing. That song I'm trying to see what preacher be saying. They say they white slap hell out of them. Tell me, she ain't do like this though. Everybody different. I like that. I need to see your eyes. I want to watch your face. I need to see gestures and movements. I need to make sure you comprehend. I need to explain to you, and I need you to get across. I don't want to have this conversation again. Because if we don't get you down and paying attention, we're going to cross this bridge again, and I'm going to become very angry. So I need you to pay attention and make sure you understand. Are there any questions about what I told you? So we don't ever have to have this conversation. I tell you, we have a conversation again, it should be about something else. Y'all don't like that. Hello? Yes, I don't like keep repeating. I like hearing Grace say, he said, I don't like repeating myself. Henry Grace taught me a lot on paying attention quick. Shama not hard for me. That man, it's really not. Because that man, he tell me, he said, he said, I don't like repeating myself. Got it. Duly noted. You don't knock hell out of me another time. I got you. You won't have to tell me, you'll tell me something else, but it won't be about this. Them old folks tell you, he said, I don't like, he said, I don't like repeating myself. Got it. So you learn to catch on to stuff like that. So I tell him, I said, I don't like to keep repeating myself. Let's make sure we got that down. Are there any questions about it? Let's make sure we got it. I need you to undivided. I want you to tell me something. When you, I thought I would look at them. No, you shouldn't have been. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna need you to go by you. I need you to do all things after the pattern I just told you. Let this be your new pattern. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
See, if you don't start practicing here, you're gonna keep messing up everywhere else. That's what he was trying to show. Everything he did. When Mushak, it didn't make no sense to my. He said, I'm supposed to do something with this stick. Take it and beat your own ass. Because I told you. That's all. At that point, I told you. I just showed you everything. Why would you do anything different? This is what people don't get. That's why it was favorable for us to come out. Because of what he was projecting. That's why I had him to do it. Because all the things you projected are going to be favorable towards you coming out, which means it was going to give you opportunity. That's all opportunity is. People say, you know what, man? When opportunity knocking, you just recite shit. Opportunity goes to favorable time. Y'all got occasion. All they just go to what's favorable. Teams working. It was favorable. They didn't just come out. The time was favorable. It favored them. Based off of all the criteria he set up, it was favorable. And he jumped up, he just said, oh shit, it's 400 years, y'all got to go. I designated this. It will favor, everything worked to your favor. I work this to your favor. You got to start knowing when they say opportunity knocking, when things working. They'll use this and they'll look for it. They'll use out here in this carnal world for getting a job or getting a date. They never look at things are favorable for you towards salvation. And that knowing that it's high time, guess why? It's favorable. It's favorable now that this is the time. You ain't got to wait 400 years to get it. You ain't got to wait 70 years, 14 years. It's favorable. You just got to project the right image. Hey, people ain't trying to talk to us. Everybody is a con. Everybody want a con. Why people got a con? Just tell it to us what we can say, understand it. Give me that opportunity. Don't keep talking about mystery inside the mystery of the mystery. What the hell are you talking about? That's hidden inside of hidden inside of hidden. If it's hidden, I can't get it. That's right. They come to you as my
own.
So they'll have an imagery and they got a behavior and sit before you as
my own.
Because his people were set that they were set there to call him, to worship and adore him now. And they hear
your dabarim.
But they do
not do them.
For they produce much
with
their
paw.
Where your heart supposed to come from? See that? I love you. You know where that came from? My mouth. Mm-hmm. I love the Lord. Where that come from? The mouth. He said, because how you know you come from him? Because my actions are demonstrated. I love you, but I won't do a damn thing for you. All mouth. You see, but see, if we didn't know this, why wouldn't I think me saying it meant the same thing? That's what he's telling them. These people do have a heart. So get what we're saying. You don't have no heart unless it come from your heart. Does that make sense? The man just said, for they produce much a heart. He's telling you how they do it with the same thing we do. And their law
goes after their unjust gain.
And get what Yahuah said. Well, man, hard at. And you know why he told you, did it? He said, well, man, hard at. That's where the treasure at. And guess why you can't stop committing Qatar? Guess why you can't serve him the way you need to serve? That ain't your treasure. That's not your treasure. See, if you now, since you know this, this gives you a chance to reevaluate, reassess the situation. Look at, I need to change some things. People don't like me. I've heard things over the course of my life that were for change. It wasn't convincing, and I didn't understand it to that degree to make the change. Change, don't that before. If you want to change, you can just change. Now, a lot of people want to change. The problem is, I don't know how. People don't know how because it sounds stupid. How you don't know how to change? That's just stupid. The person told you, tell them, say, explain it. Right. You change, dog. That's what I thought. You don't know either. You don't need it. Just like them. If I'm saying it, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't I? I just said it. So if I said it, take my word. He said, I want to just take your word. I want your action. When I gave you something, I told you, the only reason I told you to take my word, because my word is my action. That's why he had to give us produce the Son to show you. Because everything we heard from was word. We saw in the gun what happened, but we really didn't see something come out from him like that. That dumb was gone. It was necessity to show y'all my heart, show you my heart, show you exactly where I'm at. Let you see it demonstrated before you. In the book told us, not love in word and wonder why he got that from talking about love is not also love in word, but in deed and in truth. Because your mouth will say a lot of stuff. See? And now we got chance to correct. Listen what he told us. Behold, you are to them
as a singer of a harp song,
which is a sure. See that? A love song. A beautiful
cold
sound. And playing
well on an instrument.
For they hear what?
Your dabarim.
They shummer with the tent.
But they do not practice them.
Practice. What is practice? Hold on for a minute. Let me get this straight. Hold on. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. I'm just making sure we're talking about practice. Guess my ass finna get cut now, huh? So there's Allen Iverson. Y'all don't know. That's how he got cut. They thought he was belittling practice, but he came out and they were interviewing him at the game. They were talking about him not going to practice. He said practice. We talking about practice. And the Sixers took it wrong. They thought he was saying that practice ain't nothing. He wasn't saying, he was looking at, I just had a show-off game, and y'all talking me about practice? About me not coming to practice. Look what I'm producing. They took it. Adonai, he belittles practice, said nobody needs to practice. The man never said it. But they just show you how they'll take your words and twist them on you and ruin your whole career. But this is what he told you, we didn't put into play. See, you'll say things, but you don't actually put it into play. That's what he looked at. That's what showed him that you weren't actually hearing with the intent to do. You're just listening to say, I heard you. I heard you. He's saying we have to change that because of what we're supposed to project. That's not a favorable image. Like I told my wife when I talked to her, I watched that face, because certain things, it's not going to be favorable. So he looked at, when I tell you something, the way you hear it, you're not projecting a favorable image to me to where I'm going to rescue you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to be saved and not just having it in some word that you just saying or just reciting some word and have the actual validity of salvation, then we got to change the image. We got to change the image. Think about this. I'll tell you, listen, come on, let's finish this up. 33. So what happened?
So when it comes, behold, it shall come.
He said when it comes. He said, oh, it's coming. What's going to happen?
Then they shall know that a Nabi has been in their midst.
So now the purpose of having that statement is to tell them when you see the effects of what happens to you from just being a hearer. And amazingly, Yahuah told us about doing what now? He said, who you deceive? And guess what they're gonna find out? They hurt was gonna be for them. You're gonna find out you're gonna be the cause of your own hurt because you're not a doer of what you heard. That's why he told you, well, be ye doers of the debar and not, guess what they were? Deceiving who? They fooled me, Dave. See how Yahuah said, I can't really tell. I'm kind of watching. A couple of them throwing me off. He said, no, they hearing, they not doing. That's how you see, you can't fool me when you're not doing. That's what he looked at. You can't fool me. What you're projecting, I know the image. And that's not what you're supposed to be project. You project a person that hears and doesn't perform. And this is what he was trying, and he said, to get you to see that, when this comes back on you, you're going to know. He told me. He said, hey, it's going to come. It's going to hurt you. People want salvation. I think the average person, I don't think it's nobody that except for somebody who's just totally given up because they feel like they can't get it. I don't believe it's nobody that don't want it. Don't believe that. The average person wants it. Even when I want it. I just didn't know how to say it. I didn't want to say it. People make you think you're weak. You look at church people as weak. And you like, you ain't want to be looked at as weak. So a lot of reasons why people don't obtain it is because a lot of shit they got in their own mind. True. It is. People went to church look strong to you. They're like, man, I ain't want to be one of them people. Because people didn't look at them the same way. They look square nerd. They can't do nothing. All they do is sit in the building, lay up all pray. I ain't want to look like then your friends going to look at it. They're going to talk about you. So all that scare people away from self, but people want to be saved. Nobody just want, I want to die, I want to just burn. Nobody wants to do it. Only when a person say that, it's because they're at wit's end, they too far out, and they don't know how to get back. True. So you got to sit down and be honest with ourselves. He's saying you can be the cause of your own hurt. You have to get over how other people see you all the time and start portraying an image that's favorable for him to rescue you. Because you got to look at salvation like it is. Salvation is just something you get. Give him a hand clap, everybody. He just got saved. No. This is more critical than it ain't he just got me. He said something. It's a real action he's taking on. He said, I rescued you. I saved you. You don't even know what kind of depth you was in. That's why people don't appreciate, because people don't really see themselves in that bad of a situation. They don't feel like it was that critical. A person who been in the hospital, who stayed a day or went in and came back out, don't see the hospital the same way as a person who done laid their ass down for weeks and been in isolation and been in hooked up the machine, been unconscious, been with oxygen machine on and wasn't gonna make it. They don't see it the same way. That's right. Somebody like, I was in there, I was out there. Why you ain't come? You like, man, wasn't then I just in and out. Somebody had been in there weeks and months. They know it was serious. It was serious, and that's how you gotta see this situation. It's serious. The reason you're here. And you can't see this like you done, you just in and out. You got to take it for what it is. It's critical. Salvation is only given to people who's in detriment of death. It's a rescue. This ain't no shit that come up just shaking my hand right here in the fellowship. No. Son, do you know what situation you in? The reason I'm offering you salvation? You offer a person salvation, you at wit's end, son. It's no other way out. Right. But if I don't see it that way, I just see it, I join the organization, I'm a member of something, and I'm finna be in the choir. What image I'm gonna portray? It ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. Ain't nothing but a thing like a chicken wing. See, where I was, I see it a little different. It was critical for me. I was in a critical situation. I won't forget that. It was that critical. He said, well, how preacher do you do? Hell, I was in a critical situation. I went in and out. I had to stay there. I had to go through a whole lot. I did a lot of crying. I did a lot of suffering with stuff. I was in a critical situation, so I'm going to see it a little different than the average person going to see it. You just popped up. I heard it, looked at it. He made me laugh. I like old boy. I'm going to go check him out. See what I'm saying? You in and out. It ain't a big deal. But for some of them, more critical. We ain't had nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? We were boxed in, so you looked at it differently. You got it? He looked at, that's a favorable image. He said, I'll save you. I need that. I need you to portray that image. Y'all got it? Okay. I tell y'all about favorable images when it come down to our young black men. Why they walking around their pants? Because that's how the older people, that's how we do it. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to project something different to them. Got to let them know. You might say you're doing, but men don't do that. How you know? Look at us. Now you saying you're a man, you're doing it. I'm telling you not. Look at the rest of us. Look at what we're portraying. So he got to look at, he got to decide. He got to lie to himself and say, well, I'm a different type of man. He got to look and say, it do look kind of crazy. I got to stop lying to myself at some point. We give him the ability to keep lying to himself. So I'm saying, when you lock it down and everybody, we all formulating the same thing, he got to keep back and look and say, you the oddball, not us. Now you got to make a choice. Same thing with a woman. She want to do this whole with the tat. She got to see the woman look, dress how she supposed to in the show. That's not how a woman dress. How you can't tell me, hold up, look at us. Now you got to decide for yourself which side you're going to be on. You know right? We give them the ability to keep locking. We don't give a damn. Nobody care. Nobody challenge it. Nobody charging nobody with nothing. Give them responsibility. Okay? He said, then they going to know. Let's go back right quick to the second chapter of the book of Abarim. They call Hebrews. Let's try it one more time. I'm trying to be before y'all that long. Now, nobody get hurt. No, we will be trying to get. I'll try to get her and get y'all. I know. Yahuah will and him. What with our 2 and what we left out? 2 and 2, 2 and 3. That's 26.
Still on 1.
Abarim 1. Okay, 2 and 1. This is the 10th chapter. 2, chapter 2, please. All right, listen.
Therefore, we have to pay more attention.
More. See that? We got to intensify. He said we got to pay more attention. Sometimes you miss something, something happened, you look at, whoo, I need to start paying attention a little better. That could have been critical, and that's what they looked at. It's critical. I need to pay attention. To what?
Which we have Shammah, lest at any time we may drift away.
And guess when they realized that? When it came to pass. And when they realized it come back, it showed them. Some provoked them to that statement. You were provoked to that statement to realize I need to start paying attention. I need to pay attention and be a little more intent with having intent to why I'm listening, because I'm really trying to make sure I get this so I don't make no mistakes. See, this whole way is about no errors. You can't just make no errors because you want to be honest. I did it. I was honest when I fornicated. I was honest when I smoked weed. I was honest when I was lying. I just didn't have the power to do it because I really couldn't apply myself. I was thinking, if I said I was done, that's the last time, that was it. I didn't know when that weed came up, man, all bets off.
That's right.
Y'all want to be honest with you, tell a lie. All right, be honest with you. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. It don't work like that. I told myself, I'm finna get serious. Damn ain't fornicate. That's what's gonna happen. You can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself. You gotta hear with intent. You gotta be ready to put forth the force behind it. See, just like when he talked about when he made the Berit, which is the covenant. See, he said it wasn't effect until you had to have a testator. Some had to come through to prove it through. That was the purpose of the dam, the blood. You see what I'm saying? Some had to come through, and that sealed and that gave it its strength. Y'all got it? Same thing with marriage. That's amazing. Wow. When you go in and you sleep with a woman, it's typically she had been in the line, she's supposed to be the virgin, then she was going to give the menstrual blood. That gave it strength to it. Hello? That's what happened. See, Dom has always been a product and been attached to it. Okay, they gave the strength to it. So now we got to try to get ourselves to that point where we can seal the thing and get the strength. That was the purpose of Yahushua coming, shedding the blood. It gave me the strength to be able to do it. Why y'all think the book said when we would die, what that was? What he do? What happened when he moved? What happened? That was dawn. That sealed it. See, that was not what we. That was the whole purpose of covenant. Just like the covenant was a man's, it was just like there was a man covenant until something was attached to it. So the dawn being attached to it gave it its strength. That's how you able to overcome. When I pull out, I keep telling you about his dawn. That redeemed us. Because we were without strength. When they went to, okay, let's see. They went to Pharaoh. Pharaoh, you'll let me go. What is that? When he let you go? After what? Which means you were without strength. How was you finna got that situation? Then when you got out, he told you not to do what you did there. What was you doing now? Sleeping with your aunts, mothers, folks uncovering daddies, all this stuff. And he said you want to. So what was gonna keep me from doing it? The Dom gave me the strength. It gave me strength. So understand what the man told you and do that. That's why he did. You got the strength now. That's why he let you know you would die the excuse. Don't people have the excuse for it? He went and asked the man said, no. No, you can't go. I can't do it then. I can't live. I went and My dad said, can I get my bike? You couldn't do you without stress. Man, if he give you no bike. See? So you understand. See, you understand. You were without, but see, now you keep trying to serve under an old way of trying to look at, I can't do it. He don't get that. Because I done sealed this thing for you. I gave you the testator. You got the strength to do it. You just got to be minded, listening with the intent to do. You keep thinking every time something comes, I get a bill. Christ fly in, one of his angels come, get the bill, take it back to the store, put it back in the little wrapper thing, little platter, and close the refrigerator real tight so it stay cold. Because he don't want that A-rail store to lose no money. Stop it. Stop it. He get the power, look at that stuff, and keep going. I ain't even coming here for a bill. I'm get something else. I seen it like I ain't gonna close my damn eyes and run nothing, knock over. I gotta pay for all these damn pork skin. Open my eyes and keep walking. Keep looking. I see all them bills and like I ain't the problem. You about to start to open up. I'm just gonna get one out of them. Gonna get this to pay for it. Then my last time though. See, before I could have done that before he came. That's why he told me I had not come and spoken to them. See, and get what? I could have bought. I've been right next door to getting another one. And I just really keep doing that. Cause he ain't said nothing to me. Like they said, he ain't hit me damn time. He said, but now though, since he have. Close that front and keep moving. I can't come under that no more. See, before I could have used that. But see, we didn't understand that. We were trying to serve on our old covenant of we couldn't do it. I tried. I'm just weak. I got tricked. See, because all of them could do that. We can't do it. And when they did it, he didn't say, you know what, I'm going to do like Michael just said, I'm going to give y'all one more chance. Y'all out. Y'all know why? They were without excuse. They were without excuse. They heard the word. They heard the sound of the Torah. They heard him coming. He told them that when he came. When he told the man about, when he told him about when he set out, the watchman, he called out. He said, and they heard the sound, and they didn't seek to save their life. He got it from, even Adam was smart enough to do that. He said, quick, he coming out. He wasn't stupid. He hid himself. And you sit here and you hear the sound of the Torah, you'll still be in the way. Huh? That man said, he said, that's going to be on you. He said, that's going to be on you. That's going to be on your head. So you can't keep making these excuses about what you can't do. Had Yahuah never came, I'll be the first man to agree with you. I drink, smoke one with you, and wholemonger with you. But since he came, I ain't going to be able to do it. Because he said we without excuse. Whosoever you are. Whoever you are, he said you without excuse. See, but if you've never seen it and you've never been told the effects of what he actually done, and you never looked at how critical your situation was, why would you look at this any differently? It makes sense to keep messing up because I ain't never looked at it that way. Nobody never presented me that way. That's another intent to keep you off. If you see it the way the way it is, you'll see these people differently. Y'all remember that movie, what that was? When that joker had the glass, you could see them people. They were all, who? They live. You had to have them glasses on. And guess what? How they do it? With the glasses? That's what he told us, let me anoint your eyesight, anoint your own with eye salve so you can see. Problem is, you see all these people, you think everybody's the same. If you put on the sight that Yahuah give a man or woman so you'll see appearance and you have knowledge of, you'll see people differently. And that's what they don't want to see. That's why they need you to see them under the Christian law. They know you're going to see them out doing something different than what you're supposed to do on Sunday. They know they're going to do things contrary, they speak going to be different. But the way Christianity works, let the Lord handle that. I ain't God, I can't judge nobody, can. And the first chapter of 1 Corinthians 6:1, he said, no, you're not. You're going to judge their rights. I don't know how you came up, we can't judge nobody. I don't know where you read it at. People tell you, let white folks tell you anything. The Bible says you ain't supposed to judge. Never read it. He told you about what judgment you use, you're going to be judged with. He would tell you not to judge, you're not in position, you're in condemnation. He could have never told you not to judge. I don't know where they got it from. But it's sound. But guess what? How many of y'all been told and they duped you with it? They duped me with that. You know the Bible says you ain't supposed to judge. You say, oh, God. I don't know what. See, that happened through somebody's interpretation, somebody's misinformation and disinformation. This is why we've been ineffective. If we took this on for what it was, you'd be surprised how effective we'll be. Y'all got it. Because, see, now you take all the chinks out of the armor. People don't want, you got a chink, that's a weak spot. And when you got a weak spot, you can't really go out and fight, and they know it. When you ain't got no weak spot, that's why they hate me. They hate you ain't got no weak, you're supposed to have a weak spot. And they use that against you. You got it. So you got to take that chink and fix it and make it a strong point. Don't just putting that on them, make it a strong point. Because you know what that means. They know. When they come for it, they say, that didn't work. Exactly. Y'all got it. I'm just being honest with you. That's how we're going to do it. We got to change the dynamics of how we're doing. Just look at a team like Miami. Sorry as hell all that time. They found out what their chink was. It was in their offense. About Tyreek Hill here, run through their ass. That's how you do. Look what, change your weak spot. Make it your strength. So them folks never been nowhere near no Super Bowl hopeful. Now it look like some people might be going to the damn Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, look where the changes went though. Change the week. They realized it had to be in their offense. Fix the offense, what happened? Change the quarterback, got them receiving him, then change the whole dynamics of things in it. Why don't you go through yours and look at what your weak part is, where your weak spots at, and change it. See that, so things become favorable for you. So you can change what you're projecting out here. Y'all got it? Okay. That's two.